So we had a chance to sit down and play this, and obviously you don't have a ton of experience.
I would say I have none. I mean, I played a couple of Sam shows 1,000 years ago and never seriously. So.
I mean, I played 2. I watched a lot of 2. I'm not super into Sam show, but I know what it is, and I respect so much about what is, you know, what the game does and kind of the pace and feel of it. And here we're just testing. See, David's like, oh, how does the dodge work? What's happening?
I don't even know the buttons. Like,
yeah. And I'm testing out. So everybody has 4 different kicks. There's stand kick, forward kick, down kick, and offensive crouch kick, right? So I was testing that. I'm testing out Rue's moves over here and everything like that. So she has this little lightning zap.
I never saw that again.
Which one? The lightning?
that lightning thing? I never saw that.
I was trying it a couple of times.
Did you? Oh, okay, well, we'll see it later then, I guess.
But again, the whole thing, so one of the crazy things, to turn yourself into a plushie, yeah. That was only a few characters, right? Or was that everybody in Samurai Shodown 2? You could actually enter a code and you would just go poof and turn into a little chibi doll.
Wow.
And then poof back. It was useless, but it was just there because it just was in there.
Okay.
But so again, both of us have concerns with the gameplay, right? So for me, it's largely coming from a point where I've played previous Sam shows before, and I feel like some of the things that are happening in this game are not as accurate with it. For you, you're just kind of less used to the pacing of Samurai Shodown.
I think that's fair to say.
You're not used to the fact that this game really is just not about hitting buttons and slow walking and stuff like that, right?
It seems very much like it's about commitment, and that seems to fit with your description of what previous Sam shows are like. But yeah, my concern is that it's going to end up playing too slowly.
Yeah, so I mean, you can. Oh God, when she drops the weapon and she loses her glasses, dude,
that thing is the most. That's so funny.
That's the most genius thing that they did, dude.
So like, I'm playing Earthquake here.
I mean, they even gave her a blue color. She's glasses and a blue color, and she's Chinese.
Yeah.
Like they just made her for me.
They
like,
sure did. They were thinking about you.
They were straight up waifu material here right now. I swear.
I feel like they made Earthquake for what I imagine would be for me, but he's too slow. The walk speed on this character is. You can see it. I mean, I understand that it's supposed to play slowly, and I feel like I usually do play slowly in reality. I tend to play bigger, slower characters, and I tend to play zoners who tend to be slower too. So I'm not opposed to like playing slowly, but man.
Well, the thing about it is, this game, Samurai Shodown is always this weird dichotomy between slow walking and fast dashing. But Earthquake doesn't even have a fast dash at all. His dash is just slow. In fact, you can tell they slowed everybody down. I can't remember. We'll see this a little bit later on. But you'll actually see that some of the walking animation doesn't even match anymore. Like the speed at which their legs move doesn't even match the speed that they're walking, because they even slowed down the walk speed from previous builds, I think, of this game.
Okay.
So you can actually kind of see that a little bit. But again, my concerns come from a completely different standpoint, and I'll get into that a little bit as we continue to go through there. I feel like, and again, this is maybe me being old man or something like that, but I do understand the intention of trying to make games more accessible to newcomers.
Okay.
But I do feel like accessibility is a myth with fighting games, and that most people do it the wrong way.
Okay.
One of the ways that people try to create accessibility is by taking away all the mechanics. It's like, we don't, like, make it simple. We don't want any crazy things in here, and everything is very homogeneous and everything's very easy, right? So one of my interesting discoveries of this is that in the old Sam Show games, when you deflected and you go into ping animation and you're reeling back, you have a small window in which to cancel that reeling animation. If you're too early, it doesn't work. If you're too late, it doesn't work. In this game, once you reach that window in which you can cancel up until your recovery.
Right.
So in other words, you can cancel the deflect. So if you ping, now you just have to, like, do I attack or do I not attack? Because at any time, whereas before, when you would ping, you could wait a little bit and stab him with something fast and get guaranteed damage. Now you can't even get that. They've opened the window up a little bit more, right? Also, another thing is Samurai Shodown 2 and 5, which are the two that I've played the most, 5 Special, is that they're just bloated with game mechanics and systems. Like Samurai Shodown 2 had the crouch, had the hop, same thing with 5. You could run and roll and do all these things like that. They've taken away a lot of those options in this game, and so I feel like it's a little bit more limited. I feel like games with more systems are always going to be better than games with less systems. So,
my thoughts about the like ping, recoil, whatever it's called, is that I like that you can cancel that as well as you can, because I feel that if you couldn't, then you couldn't do anything. Like that's, I just don't know what you would do.
Right.
If you couldn't do that. If you couldn't press the heavy slash, like what would you do? What's the gameplay?
I mean, the thing about it is, I mean, I also played the Japanese demo for about an hour and a half with Olaf Redland, right? And I couldn't hit heavy slash with Haomaru anyway, because he could just react to it with deflect, and I'd lose my weapon.
On reaction.
Yeah, on reaction. He would just walk around and be like, I would hit heavy slash, he would just be like, reflect, ping, I would lose my weapon, I'd have nothing, and then I would die, because when you lose your weapon, you're dead, right? And one of my concerns with the game is I feel like deflect is so fast. So you just kind of go deflect, and then you're done. Deflect. When you throw, you're like throw.
Yeah, everything is that way. Everything in this game is a major commitment.
Right, except for deflect.
Maybe except, yeah.
And so by the end of it, me and Olaf were just hitting kicks at each other all day, because we just didn't want to get deflected. Like, we were just kicking each other with Haomaru versus Haomaru, so it was kind of like, you know, it was kind of a weird situation. So I have a lot of concerns. I've boiled down my concerns into a very, you know, concise summary, but I'll save that a little bit towards the end. We're just messing with these characters right now because I wanted to try potential waifu here and see what she did.
I was very surprised at the amount of damage on that command grab.
So special moves don't do a lot of damage.
I understand that, but he's so slow, and I don't know why he'd be next to you because he's a ranged character.
Right, yeah.
And then you get in, and it's like, here's 8% damage when every button is more than that.
Right, so, yeah. So there's a lot of
surprising.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage in this game, but the damages all come from the mechanics. It comes from the supers, the super supers, and the Isen, right? And Isen you'll see in a little bit later on. It's super buff. Like you can burst, you can use it to burst. You can use it to get away from it. So we're in Isen right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I didn't know what it was, and I'm just mentioning, pretty sure. My contention, it has nothing to do with whether the character Earthquake seems good. I have no idea. Maybe he is, maybe not. I just don't want to portray me as having any opinion on that either way, honestly. Because I don't know enough about the game, and we didn't play it for long enough.
Right. So to describe everybody,
that's not my contention in any way.
Right. So to describe everybody how this works here, right? So you have basically access to 3 supers, types of supers, right? You have your rage meter, which you see at the bottom of the screen, which builds up as you expect from Samurai Shodown. You get hit, you build it up, you just defend. So if you block at the last second, you build up rage meter as well. Once it's full, you have access to your rage art, which is just quarter circle forward, C plus B plus C, I think it, or C and D, I think it is. Or B plus C, it's one of those two. And when you do it, basically you spend it, and if it hits them, it makes them lose their weapon and the meter goes away. If you miss, you keep the meter, but it only lasts for a certain amount of time, and then your rage goes away, and then you're back to normal. While you're raged, you also do a little extra damage, right? So that's that whole thing. You can also spend the entire rage bar on something called Isen, which you hit all 3 punches, all 3 attacks, I should say, all 3 slashes, and you kind of do a burst. You can do this in hit stun if you're on the ground, so you can use it to escape combos. You can cancel into it. You can do all sorts of things, but there's an initial attack on it. But you lose your whole meter, and it converts into a timer like you see on, you saw earlier.
Previously,
Yeah, it's a timer that drains. The more timer is in there, the more damage the Isen does. The less life you have, the more damage the Isen does. So for it to do the most damage, you gotta have the low health, and you gotta activate it right away, and you do a crap ton of damage. But once you activate it, you have no more rage meter. It's gone. And if it's blocked, that's it. You get no rage at all. If your rage meter's full, some of your special moves also become EX special moves. So it's a big sacrifice to lose that meter. So you get it one time, and one time only. So it's just like a, you know what, this is my it freezes the timer too It freezes the timer, so if they're about to win by timeout, you can activate it and then just try to hit them with it or find a way to make a last comeback. By the way, the way when we played it was actually my second time I got to try it. I tried to build earlier, and I stayed a little bit longer for the next guy's session that came in there, and this person was obviously just like gaming magazine dude. And God, oh man, that experience, let me tell you, no wonder people can't play fighting games. Like seriously, he was like, let me see how to play this game. He mashed A and B and C, Eason attack, boom. And I hit him. He's like, where's my super meter? Why can't I build any super meter? I'm like, you're using your Eason, which is a one-time desperation attack. He's like, I think I should get it back. I'm like, it's a desperation attack. You can drain 80% of their life off of it, and it's a burst. It's really, I think you should get it back.
Yeah.
And then he did overhead attack, 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 overhead attack.
Like BC or AB or something?
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, he literally did overhead attack to me like 90 times in a row. And I would kill him, and then every once in a while I would let him test things out, and I would die, and he would be like, there you go, and he'd get all hyped like he didn't even realize that I was not moving and walking into his punches. He did not realize that I was killing myself so we could get another round. Like, it was, I couldn't understand it. But the whole time he's like, they would hear him in Japanese. And keep in mind, this is like some really large white guy, right? And it was like, they would speak Japanese. Oh, they're saying this. And he would translate it. And I'm like, oh, why don't they put in some of the Fatal Fury characters in here? And da-da-da. And I'm just sitting there, I'm just like,
what a stereotype.
I was just like, God, are you did you come straight from The Simpsons? I mean, like, seriously, dude. I was just, oh my God. And I was just sitting there and I'm like trying to teach him, like, this is how this, and I was, oh God, it was, yeah.
Yikes.
Oh boy, but now we know why people can't play fighting games, dude. Like, why is it on every game you know that, like, if you're doing something and it's not working, but on fighting games, everyone just will keep doing the thing that doesn't work, dude. It's, oh God.
I don't know what to tell you. So this is her what?
Super. This is her rage super, yeah. So, oh yeah, then the third super that everybody has is the super. You see how much damage that did right there.
Is this what Gibby was calling the super duper?
Yeah, the super duper, which is, I can never remember the motions, either half circle back forward or forward half circle forward.
I think it was forward half circle forward.
Forward half circle forward plus C and D. This is a super that you just have, that you can use one time at any point during the match. Yeah, this is earthquakes right here. And so you'll see that this is just going to do a gobsmack of damage right there. Boom, dead.
Dang.
So this is something that you can just activate once, and when it starts, you hear this dong, and they freeze, and then they kind of go into the attack.
It's pretty slow.
Yeah, now the interesting thing about it is, since it does so much damage, one of the reasons why you don't want to blow your Eason right away is because you can combo into those things, right? So if I like hit you, and then I go boom, and you hear dong, like that, and they're about to hit you with it, you can Eason, you can burst and get away from it. So you're sacrificing that health for that kind of situation there, right? So there's kind of a way to counter it. Yeah, the runs don't look slow, and in fact, when me and Olaf were playing it, and we were using Haomaru, because we couldn't hit heavy slash against each other because we would deflect each other, my whole strategy became run in and throw. And because of the 8 frames of lag, we couldn't escape it, right? We couldn't jump. And again, they've already said they're going to address it. So I mean, I'm not going to be like 8 frames of lag. I'm just mentioning it as a fact right now. But run and throw was very powerful because. Can
you move the mouse cursor? I didn't realize that was important onto it.
But basically, once you actually get the throw, you get a free combo. Haomaru gets dash B into uppercut. And it's not a huge amount of damage. Throws scale a lot. So if you activate an Eason, if it did 80%, after a throw, it does like 30% or something like, or 40%. Wow. It's like really scaled after throws. So even dash B uppercut isn't a ton of damage. And so so this is how me and Olaf would play. We would just kick at each other, and that's it. Throw.
Yeah, I mean, like Earthquake's run is obviously super slow. Yeah. The other characters are not like that.
Yeah, and one of the things is you'll notice that uppercuts don't do any damage, and it's because this is the first time that Samurai Shodown games have had invincible uppercuts. So you can actually use the uppercuts as a legit anti-air this time. Before it wasn't as clear as an anti-air.
Look at that guy in the sky.
But the jumps are floaty.
Look at that guy. I mean,
when I played Kyoshiro, look, Kyoshiro has a high jump. He's always had a high jump. But in this game, I feel like he's like Superman, dude. I feel like he's on the moon. It's crazy.
I mean, look at Tam up there. Like, So okay, you throw 3 skulls. You can do low ones instead.
You can do low, high, low. Or something like
whatever
that.
mix you want. Yeah.
Yeah, Tam Tam has always been pretty floaty.
Has he? I mean, wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's how he was. He was super buff in the first Samurai Shodown game because. So one of the things that I also noticed was that jump anti-air, air-to-air anti-air, which is such a common Sam Show thing. So in 5 and in 2, whenever someone jumped at me, I would jump B them with Jubei as an anti-air. Doesn't work as well in this game because most jump attacks take a long time to come out. Now it's different with different characters. Nako's jump attack is a little faster, so she can do it better than other characters. But Jubei for me was always fireball, and when they jump, I jump B them. That was like my entire strategy with Jubei. And it doesn't seem to work quite as well in this game because I hit jump and B, and he doesn't jump B until the very height of his jump. So I couldn't quite get that anti-air to work. So I feel like they're trying to change the way jumps work in this game. Tam Tam was broken in Samurai Shodown 1 because that jump attack you were doing would kill everybody with that.
Okay.
They jump, you just jump CD, jump AB, and it just killed everybody, and it just did this gigantic amount of damage. So, dude, I want Cham Cham too. See, that was me trying to do it, but it works on Tam Tam because look how floaty this guy is, right? Charlotte has a particularly low jump, so you can't do it to her at all. But yeah, I mean,
again, like I don't have any opinion on whether Tam Tam is good or not, or any other character. I'm definitely not gonna say that.
Yeah, and it's so funny because we got that. That's been in every Sam Show game, the clash and the button mash thing, right? And it happens to us twice.
It does.
And then everyone who was watching was like, man, it didn't happen to us at all, ever. We were there with Gibby and Abe, and they were like, yeah, that never happened to us.
Oh,
like, we never saw that.
Got unlucky, huh?
Yeah, me and David.
We played it for 2 hours and it came up 2 times.
Yeah, I mean, me and David, we have that Banjo-Kazooie kind of, you know, that nice little...
Well, I just gave it to you. The second time I was like, I don't want to.
Yeah. The worst thing about it is one of my friends that I used to play Sam Show 2 with, the guy that I used to play Guilty Gear with for hours on end, he has the most amazing button mashing, fast speed tech. He does the double finger thing where he does this thing, and every time we class in Samurai Shodown, I might as well just have given up. I never won. I never ever won. It was so annoying. It was so bad.
So I do want to say, because I saw people talking about the graphics, I would say the game looks much better in person. The stream that we're putting out right now, I mean, I'm watching it on my tablet, and it is not...
It's not smooth right now.
It's not super smooth. In person, it really does look a lot better, and I like how it looks in person. I think the art style comes across better in person. The graphics look better in person. It's brighter in person. It's just a better looking game for sure in person. So I mean, that's how many games are, but I feel like it's particularly true this one.
Okay. Well, here I'm just gonna say this right now. DARLI Dagger is freaking awesome.
She's cool. She is cool.
And the craziest thing about it is what they did with DARLI, they gave her a cross-up. Samurai Shodown games don't have cross-ups, okay? They gave DARLI Dagger a freaking cross-up, and it's really good. And I think she's gonna be so buff for that. But I mean, look at the character style is just so, she's such a cool character.
She's super cool.
She's such a cool character.
She looks cool. So this is the character I would play if I played this game. Yeah. She is to the extent this game has it, a grappler, and unlike Earthquake, is not stuck to the ground.
Yeah, I mean,
she's not rooted.
So some of the other Samurai Shodown games do have crossups, but I don't know. I never felt like it was as good as this.
It's a super good button that she has. So I was testing out this anti-air here, the down C, I think, but it's super slow. So
that's right. Not. Charlotte jump C is 100% a cross-up. That's right. That's right.
So she also has this special move, which I'm trying to time. You can reflex the fireball, but you can also hold it, and it's kind of like final tap. It will do a ton of damage on the end of it. You can backdash it, so it gives you some mobility as well. She has this move, the quarter circle forward, which has 3 different angles, lower one, then up to the higher one for anti-air. That seems like the go-to anti-air to me. That is a hit grab. I would think quarter circle forward kick, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, there it is right there. Yeah, that just automatically goes into the animations.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, and again, her animations are sick. Dude.
That's the command grab.
That's so sick.
That's a cool one.
Yeah, she just drills you into the stomach like that. And that's the cross-up button right there.
That's cross-up.
Yeah.
So she has 2 really good jump-ins, it seems. Yeah, look at that thing.
Yeah, so basically, when you land that, you're at the perfect distance to just jump and do it again.
Right.
So you can actually just kind of go back and forth and cross them up. And again, keep in mind there's no throw text in this game.
Right.
So even though there's command throws, I don't really necessarily see that as
yeah, fair enough. I mean, like I said, to the extent this game has a grappler, like it's I don't think it's like a game that's all about command grabs.
So we're testing this right now. You can deflect fireballs with that hammer. You can also charge that hammer. You can backdash cancel it. And if you charge it all the way, it just does so much damage.
It was hard to find the timing to get the reflect at the start, but once we got it, I felt it was pretty doable.
What happens with 2 throws on the same frame? No idea. No idea. We'd have to test it out. We'd have to have tool assisted wherever she went to test that out. So you're trying to forward dash cancel it right there.
Right, just to see, just to test, but it did not work.
Yeah. Now, Jubei was my favorite. He's been my main in both 2 and 5. So this is the character that I want to play, just because I think Jubei is he's so badass, dude. I mean, he's got an eye patch, and he's just awesome, and he's mean, and he's evil, and he played a really good zoning game. But like I said, I don't have that zoning game anymore because I can't jump B as much anymore. But he still has the counters, and the counters still do like 35, 40% damage. So, like, I'm super happy about that. If you land one of his counters, I mean, so the whole thing of Samurai Shodown is these games have always been about moves that are really overpowered. Right. Like, you'll see this in Kyoshido in Samurai Shodown 5 Special, that stupid frog move that he has.
Right.
Like, is a low attack that does like 40% damage, grabs like half screen, and is really fast. And he looks like he's jumping when he does it, so you stand up and block and you get grabbed, right? But if you block it, Kyoshido is dead. Oh, there's her Isen right there. But if you block it, Kyoshido is dead, right? In this game, I don't know. When I did the frog thing, it looked really slow.
It was slow.
Really slow.
Me too.
So it feels like they're trying not to make the moves as broken, but I feel like that's a mistake. I feel like the moves need to be more broken in this game, because that's kind of how Samurai Shodown is. Because David would try to do a move, and he was like, is this safe on block? And like me and Gibby were like, nothing's safe on block.
Nothing's safe, yeah.
Nothing's safe on block.
Jump-ins aren't safe, right?
Yeah, well, they're safe, but they just don't have as much block stun as you think they do. So, because if you get a jump attack, like you'll see this later on, David will jump attack me and I throw him.
Yeah.
Like on block and on hit. Because it's so hard to combo on landing, so that just makes it so that throw is an effective weapon in that situation, right? So, but when me and Olaf were playing, I was doing that to Olaf a lot. So he would do jump attack dodge, jump attack backdash, I would whiff the throw and he would kill me. So that kind of adds to that mini game. So yeah, we just got the beat.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think that's good at all, as a game mechanic. But yeah, she's got these sick jump-ins, and what's cool too is that her jump is actually pretty fast in the context of this game. Her movement's pretty fast.
So I didn't know what combo to do with Jubei after the throw.
She's like the Dudley, man. Look at this character jumping.
Yeah. I didn't know I didn't know what the combo for Jubei throwing was until Gibby showed me much later, and we don't have footage of that. Cause you just do stand B into uppercut and that works. So. Oh, Jubei's so cool, dude.
I definitely disagree.
Jubei's so cool. Yeah, look at the damage on that.
So cool.
But stand C is just the damage.
Yeah. But it just looks cool, right? It's like spinning.
Yeah.
That character's sick. I'll definitely say that. I think she's super cool.
I'm hoping the slow, methodical gameplay does work out in this one. One of the things that I am worried about is that, we're going to see a lot of what the game is capable of very early, and I don't know if we're going to get much variety, but it depends on my big overall arching worry about the game. Yeah, see right there, he just jump attacked me and I threw him out of it right away. And that's just part of how it works.
Yeah, this character's cool.
Yeah, DARLI's really cool. I think DARLI and Wu both turned out super cool.
I agree with that. Yeah, we'll show more Wu because when we were testing earlier, we'll have more for later on. Sick. Dang, he's that. Oh yeah, I tried to punish. I didn't know what I could do.
That's Galford, not a con. Asks who's the character that chucks the dog.
Oh yeah, dog man.
Yeah, Galford.
That's what it's called.
Galfordo.
Grand Viper.
Yeah, I know, it really was, actually, yeah. That's what Jubei's always had, so. Because we need a new Virtua Fighter, dude. We need a new Virtua Fighter.
So yeah, I really enjoyed playing her. I think that she seems a lot more interesting. When I first started playing, as you can see, I was using Earthquake because I just felt like that's the character that the game would expect me to play. But I don't think that that's what I wanted. Like I said, I'm okay with some slowness, but he's just at a degree that's uncomfortable for me. Right. And whether he's good or not, again, is not the contention. It's just it's uncomfortable. Like it's moving with SF5 Dictator, but without the dash and the head stomp and all that stuff. It's, well, I guess he kind of does have head stomp, but it's not the same kind of thing.
This is the point. I think David was asking who has a command throw.
That is exactly the conversation that happened right now.
Yeah, where he's like, who's
again,
a command
King
throw?
Fossil, please stop reading into what I'm saying, that I'm at all contending whether the character's good or not. It's uncomfortable to me to play a character that slow. Right. I don't like it at all. And I'm a Dhalsim player. Like I like the slow movement character with the big normals. I've been doing that for 20 years, but this is a degree that's just too far for me.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because there are very few combos in this game. In fact, you're almost never going to see combos. The combos you're going to see is stand B into fireball. Like that's what you're going to see. But that's the way it's always been in Samurai Shodown games. Samurai Shodown games have never been about combos. And so David is trying to do run into command grab at some point in time.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, because we were told that if you do run into command throw, that he like flies a distance when he throws you.
Yeah.
You couldn't get it to work.
I never got it to work.
Right. And I never used these characters, so I never actually got a chance to try it. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just uppercutting.
I think you're just like letting me do stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this character seems kind of cool.
That's right, yeah. The later ones had the combo thing where when you threw them backwards, you would hit them and activate this mode where you went A, B, B, C, C, A, B, C, A, B, and then it would do like this longer combo for you or something like that. I remember that now. I remember that. But Sam Show 2 and 5, the ones that I played the most, don't have like crazy combos. But some of those other ones had them, yeah. Sam Show 2 had the run command grab, but Gibby was telling us that he has it in this one, but we couldn't see it. So,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I do really like the stages. I mean, as I said earlier, I think the game looks very nice in person. The stages are cool. We didn't, I think, switch around the stages as much as we could have.
Right, because we were just
like buttons. Trying stuff out, but all the stages were really cool.
What was what's the referee's name again in the back? Oh shoot, I forgot his name. He was a character that could challenge you every once in a while in Sam Show 2 when you're playing against a computer. He would just show up all of a sudden, like Kuroko, that's what it was. I'm not even sure what the reason he showed up was, but if he ever showed up, you just basically died. Like he was invincible. The computer Kuroko was just invincible. And it was funny because a long time ago, like during EVO 2003 or 4, I remember the Cannons were talking and Wizard and Seth, we were having a conversation like, we should have a mascot for EVO, right? Who should we use? And I was like, we should have Kuroko be the mascot.
That's awesome.
Because he would have been the best mascot free. But like, obviously, we can't get him, right?
The way he's holding those flags, that angle is actually very close to the EVO logo if you just added another one in there.
That actually would have been sick, yeah. It's laggy because this is just footage that we're watching, and I'm playing it directly on my computer. And for some reason, every time I do that, it never comes out super clear on my machine. And again, my machine was new 5 years ago, but maybe it's just not good enough anymore.
Like forever ago.
Yeah, I know, right? That's the worst thing about it. So.
Oh, that is a good length of time, to be honest. 5 years is good.
I mean, when we're watching it on our side, it's actually 60 frames per second here. It's 30 frames being streamed to you guys right now.
I'll upload to YouTube. I'll upload what we're doing now, but I'll also upload each individual fight that's just clean. So you can see
okay. Maybe you might need to use the other footage. You might even be able to just clip out that square and throw it over this one, and then you can use this footage, which will look a lot clearer. So.
Yeah, 5 years ago is pretty old.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Although as we were saying on the Ultra Chen on the Tuesday show itself, 5 years to us.
I know, right?
Yesterday.
Yeah. Dude, Callisto, I just need you to come to Can you come to California? You can live with me for a little bit and help me solve all my hardware problems, dude.
I like this character's mobility. I liked his mid-range options. He seems like a character I'd be interested. I feel like typically I think ninjas are dumb, but he seems cool.
I think Galford and Hanzo are going to be really powerful because the run throw is just going to be really good, and having command throws, especially on a DP motion, so you're holding forward and you can uppercut, so it's just that much faster, I think is going to be really useful. So Hanzo, is he really Mai's ancestor? Is that actually canon?
I have no idea.
Yeah. I really do think run throw is going to be very powerful in this game. When me and Olaf were playing, that's exactly what we were getting. Run throw, I think, is going to be a legit tactic. It's not in old Sam Show games. It was never a throw. In fact, Sam Show 5 special throws were so unreliable that you almost never tried them because they were tied to a movement button. If you weren't in range for throw, you didn't have a throw whiff. You just did your dodge attack. So a lot of times you try to throw people and then you just hop in place and do all these weird things. But this is, I feel like that this one, the run throw is going to be a lot stronger in this game. So. Is run throw a big tactic in the old games? I don't know. I remember reading an article saying that throws aren't reliable. This is not me saying this from my own experience. This is literally from an article about why Sam Show was really good. They were saying that throws aren't that really strong. So I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, throws are really wonky in 5. If you're jumping heavy tags, you counter with Harumo while in Eason, and they'll do Eason attack. Yeah. And again, the reason why Easons do that much damage is, like I said, you have to have a lot of meter, and you also have to have a lot of the timer left in the Eason meter. I'm sorry, you have to have no health. You have to have low health and high to have the Eason do 80% damage. So when you're in the training mode, it's always doing the most damage. So in training, it looks like it's super broken, but you do less damage in actual combat. So, and plus another thing is you're sacrificing the meter. Right. You're sacrificing the meter, and it's really hard to combo jump-ins to ground attacks in general. So
that's that guy. Oh, we went back to it. Okay. Yeah, I think that ninjas are pretty dumb usually, especially sword ninjas.
Oh, we're testing the Just Defend here.
He's pretty cool.
So keep in mind also that we're playing on a TV that was also very laggy as well.
Yeah. So you got the 8 frames of the current build that we were on of lag, plus the TV that was lag.
Yeah, so I had to Just Defend at the start of Hanzo jumping. He was like, jump back, and then I would Just Defend. I actually couldn't Just Defend at the very, very end, which is why I got hit by that like 17,000 times.
Yeah. We were trying to figure that out. I mean, the final version of the game is not going to be like that. Not too concerned there. Oh yeah, he had a lot of stuff, that's right.
And again, it's not going to look very clear right now. It looks much better in person and on the video that we're watching on our screen. It's just the stream is looking really bad right now because I'm unable to get the quality of the stream very well right now, unfortunately, because I'm just capturing the window from VLC as opposed to trying to play it directly. So that's why it looks kind of bad right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know when they'll fix the 8 frames of lag issue, but at some point that will be the case. Yeah.
Yeah, I was testing out different anti-airs with Jubei here, and that standing heavy slash could be a decent anti-air, but you see how slow it is, so there's no way that you're going to be able to hit anybody out of the air with it.
Yeah, we definitely found buttons that seemed like they're supposed to be angled toward anti-air, but they all felt pretty slow.
Well, Shiki definitely had one that was particularly good.
Shiki had a great one. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the
that
day
was
one
very good.
The day one patch supposedly is gonna fix the input lag.
Oh yeah, dang. Okay, wow.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. That's what they've been saying.
Day one.
Day one patch is supposed to fix it. Yeah, cool. Yeah. So that's really cool. Oh, this is me trying to Just Defend again, or? Oh no, this was me trying to see if I could.
I just found the cross up.
Yeah, and I was trying to deflect it here. And yeah, this is a ground cross up. So what I was talking about earlier was jumping cross up. So. But this thing, I was just trying to see if I could deflect it, but I don't think I could because you can't deflect jump attacks in this game. And I think since it's airborne, it doesn't count as deflectable. I think it's undeflectable. I was just trying to see if I could deflect it.
I was just trying to like play across the Pernod games just to be a jerk. Seemed fun. But that's all unsafe, right? Like that's got to be.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not sure. I never blocked it, so
it's
but I would.
Just knowing the game, I feel like it's unsafe.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, don't worry, guys, about the way that it looks right now. Like I said, on our screen right here when we're watching, it looks much better. It's just the stream right now is not very good. It's
we'll
choppy.
have it up on YouTube in better better quality.
We'll have better quality.
Yeah.
Command throws do not have as much recovery as regular throws, I don't feel like.
It didn't feel like it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We saw the DARLI one whiff earlier, actually. It didn't seem like it was.
And we saw the ninja whiff a couple of times too. And it wasn't that bad either. So.
Man, he is hanging out up in that sky. That's why I think I would play DARLI because her jump is actually pretty fast.
I mean, maybe Charlotte then, because her jump is pretty good too. It seems like.
Yeah, but she looks dumb. Personally.
Yeah, that's fair. I still like
DARLI
the old.
Looks sick, man.
I like the old Charlotte design so much better than the modern Charlotte design. I really dislike the modern Charlotte design.
I mean, to be honest, I think she looks fine. I'm just messing around. But DARLI looks sick for sure.
This game is the 2-button throws. Yes, it's C plus D.
I just always press like the single button.
Oh, okay, yeah. I never do that, so that's why like in MK11 it's killing me.
Oh yeah.
Because if you're one frame apart, you don't throw.
Yeah, you got to use the throw button.
And I don't.
So, in that game it's the opposite. The throw button is the throw button, and the shortcut is the 2 buttons. Yep.
Wait, what do you mean?
There's a button that is throw, and then if you want to, you can bind 2 buttons to be throw. It's the opposite.
All right. I've missed so many throws. Oh, okay, so with Kyoshiro, like I said, his jump, I don't know. Like, I know his jump was floaty before.
It's a 4-button game, yeah.
I don't feel like it was this floaty before. Okay. I really don't feel like his jump was this floaty before. But it's A, B, C, so it's light, medium, heavy, slash, and kick.
And kick.
Right, so Samurai Shodown 5 Special was light, medium, kick, and movement. Mm-hmm. So they changed it up in this one to be more like one of the other Sam. I see, look.
It doesn't look that different from the others now that I'm watching it.
It's weird. Watching it, it's not as bad. But when I was playing it, it felt really slow.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's sick, by the way. That fireball animation is
it's cool.
Awesome, dude.
He's definitely animated well.
Yeah, and poor dog, dude. The dog actually looks like he's suffering now, you know. Puppy. Yeah, Galfred's fireball is really fast. And
look, this character I think looks cool too. His movement's fast.
He's got an air
zoning tool. That was me trying to test whether I could combo out of the dog.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But dude, that water fireball I think looks really awesome. And God, this is really choppy, and I apologize about that. It might also just be the fact that I'm trying to play a 2-hour movie or something. I don't know
why that would make a difference.
Yeah, I just need to get a new computer, dude. At this point.
I mean, just get what? Do you have an old graphics card?
I mean, it's a 5-year-old graphics card, right? Okay. So yeah.
We will definitely upload YouTube vids with better quality.
Yeah, for sure. So. Apologize.
Yeah, that little pose he does at the end there, I think, is pretty well animated. He looks good.
He makes me think of Honda. The way he does the pose. You know how Honda kind of does that, like the hand pose?
The same cultural.
Yeah, exactly. It's much. I can't believe I hopped over the dog. I backdashed the dog, dude. That was awesome. Yeah, I know. Use my millions to get a new computer already. That's the idea. So. Yeah, but it is really weird that watching it, his jump doesn't look as floaty as it did when I felt like I was playing it.
I agree. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. Oh, that's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
We definitely show the frog later. Yeah.
Yeah. The frog shows up, and like I said, it feels like it's really slow.
That fireball seems good. Oh no!
I really think Galfred's going to be strong in this game because it looks like that fireball is good. The dog is kind of annoying to fight against, and like I said, he's got a command throw, right?
I feel that in the context of this game, as somebody who doesn't know anything about it, disclaimer, is that characters who can do stuff will be good.
Yeah.
And this character seems like he could do stuff because his fireball seems like it's useful.
Right.
And his movement seems like it's useful.
Yeah. I do notice that I'm having trouble just trying to hit you with jump C because he jumps so floaty. But that's also because one of the weird things about this, so like with Jubei, I tested this in Samurai Shodown 5 Special, right, on the PS4. When I jumped at you, if I wanted to hit you with jump AB, which is jump C in this game, I could hit it basically right when I was above you, and it would just like, so I'd hit it late in my jump. In this game, to hit you with jump C, I had to hit it like on the start of my descent, right? And so maybe Kyoshiro's is faster, so I'm trying to hit it at the start of my descent, and I can't hit you or something like that. Maybe the speeds are different between the different characters.
When we show Yoshitora, I think I just did jump instant C, and it still hit.
Oh, really?
So it's active the entire jump.
Oh, dang. Okay. Yeah, I think I was just doing fireball because I love the way that fireball looks.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. That thing doesn't hit multiple... Oh, I don't know. I don't know if you ever blocked it. Because on block, there's the frog.
The big old frog.
And see, I don't know. I mean, the delay at the end of it is standard. Right. But it felt like it took a while. It felt a little slower to come out.
It didn't seem that much of a mix-up. It felt like it was pretty reactable.
Yeah, exactly. And it didn't even do as much damage. Yeah. It used to do 40% damage. Okay, all right. I feel like it's missing a lot. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that frog seems pretty reactable to me.
Yeah, again, if anybody's worried about the I feel like I should just type this as a message. Sorry,
whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, okay.
We'll show it later.
Yeah, but like I said, there's just something about it. Oh, Olaf's in the chat, so I mean, we can talk about our experiences a little bit as well too. Yeah, the way that you had to combo jump attacks is that you have to. It's like I described it as the Marvel versus Capcom 3 TAC Infinites. You know how you can do the jump attack, but then it gets interrupted when you land, and then it had that weird kind of like you had to be in the middle of your move when you landed. That's kind of how it works in this one. You kind of have to interrupt the active frames with landing, and so you had to do just the super deepest jump attack. So
dang, that fireball knocks down as well. That's definitely good.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, and I couldn't find something that canceled off of that, so.
Is that a DP? The big flame whirl? Not that, the big tornado.
The tornado? Yeah, that's DP. That's DP. Yeah,
I mean, is it an invincible dragon punch?
I don't know. That's a good question. They might have given it invincibility in this one. They might have given it invincibility.
If so, that'd be sick if it's just the same in the air. We were talking with one of the guys who was showing us the game.
There's the deflect right there. So I deflected the heavy, and now you've lost your weapon. And when you pick up your weapon, you're stuck there for a while.
There's definitely a delay, yeah.
And I'm not sure if they're going to add more stuff in it, because like I know in 5 there was a commands that if you throw someone, you would like pick up the weapon in your... There was like specific things you could do out of a weaponless throw that you could pick up your weapon and stuff like that, but I couldn't figure out any way to do stuff like that in this one, so...
I know DARLI has a move that she only has access to if she doesn't have her weapon.
Right, yeah, that's the big old punch that drains like 60% of your life, which is awesome.
Anyway, one of the guys who was showing us the game said that he plays Kyoshiro and he just doesn't jump.
Right, yeah, he just doesn't jump at all.
Because you were like, I don't know what to do, his jump's so floaty, and he was like, just don't jump.
Right.
So, you know, again, like whether a character's good or bad is not the point of this. Right. I have no idea.
Yeah, but again, most of us are just testing around. Again, unfortunately, there's no gameplay footage here. So if you guys are like trying to come here and see like actual matches and stuff like that.
We do not have high-level match feeds.
Yeah, we're just testing out stuff like that. It was sad because after we finished recording, I played some good matches with Gibby, but we didn't record those, so unfortunately.
Yeah, I think that dog seems cool. I like that you can put out the dog and then move before the dog actually connects.
The dog is...
Again, like a character who feels like he can do stuff in the context of this game, seems like he's going to be good, but I don't know. Was it like that before? You could put out the dog and then you're moving and...
yeah. Do you want Olaf and Cory to come up here and talk about this too, or?
Sure, totally.
Okay, yeah. If you guys want to come up here, yeah, you guys can hang out. You're gonna have to yell a lot though because the microphones are on us and we don't have extra microphones. If you guys want to come upstairs and talk about it a little bit. Yeah, I don't think I hit you with a jump C like that entire match. I could not.
You got a trophy. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, I don't think I could hit you with it. But see there, I stopped the timer. So this is the thing, right? Where I stopped the timer, I catch him on reflect with Eason. But look how little damage that did. Like you see.
What a sentence.
Okay.
What a sentence.
Compared to what it could have done.
Oh my God.
I've seen it do 80% damage. That was only 60. That was only like 55%.
Right,
okay. It was only 55%. Okay, and it didn't give me enough to kill you.
That's true.
Okay?
I lived.
It did not give enough to kill you. So, but yes, it is tied to how much explosion meter you have left. So the longer you hold on to it, you're not going to do as much damage. Also, I guess what they told me was that it's also tied to how much life you have. The less life you have, the more damage it does. So.
Gotcha.
The game, does it have good defensive options? Yeah, block. Like block is really good, and I feel like the deflect is really good, and I feel like the dodge is really good. Yeah, it has just defend. So again, I think that the games. So okay, look, I'm just gonna. I'll just sum it up. Like I feel like the risk-reward balance in this game is a little askew. That's basically the problem, because like Eason has invincibility on startup. If someone jumps at you, you can just basically hit him with it. So once your opponent activates Eason, you can't jump anymore, or at least you can't jump at him. You can try jumping away and hope they're too slow with it or something like that.
No, you're stuck.
Yeah, you're basically stuck.
Yeah.
So basically, what happens at that point in time? Just like
grab chairs in there.
Yeah, so basically once you actually activate Eason, the opponent can't really do much, and for the fact that it does so much damage and...
Actually, James, do you want to sit on the other side so that the mics will be on both sides of us?
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
We'll squeeze the chairs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and Eason only happens once a game, so that's fine. But then even things like deflect, I feel like deflect is... Genjuro is going to be really good. Genjuro is going to be really good. Yeah, Genjuro is going to be good.
Rage explosion, throw, all of those things. And deflect is too good.
Yeah, deflect is way too good, I think. So I feel like.
Oh, dude, how are you?
How you doing? Sorry.
All right, hey man. Good to see you. Yeah.
I feel like.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. What's up? Introduce yourselves. All right.
All right. So hi, I'm Olaf Redland. I'm a big old nerd, and I like SNK games, and I've been trying to play the Japanese demo as much as I can. Mm-hmm. Sure, a few of you know me. Hi.
I'm Cory Bell. I mainly play Street Fighter V, but I also play a lot of Sam Show 5 Special, and I'm really getting into the new Sam Show.
Okay.
Yeah, let us know if y'all can hear them well. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
What's up?
I mean, Olaf can kind of confirm this with me. When we were playing the demo, like run throw was super good.
Yeah, run throw is pretty solid. Basically, in most ways, the only way you can really react to it is to jump.
Right.
And jumping isn't necessarily safe.
I tried jumping away from it a couple of times when I was just trying to bait you into it. I was like, waiting for it, run up, and I hit up and nothing happened. But that could be the 8 frames again, so.
Yeah, but the thing is I can also do run and anything else, and your jump might lose to that, and it starts becoming kind of guessy.
One thing that went pretty crazy, whenever I cornered Olaf, on his wake up he just backdashed, because not only does it make him grab immune, he's now just going to backdash to stay in the corner and then you immediately punish me.
Okay.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so there is invincibility on the backdash, right? Oh no, it's airborne. It's airborne, right.
Yeah.
Well, it also has like 3 frames invul.
I want to say there's actually a little bit of invul.
Yeah, backdash does have invul, but it's also airborne, so it gets started.
Yeah, by the way, Genjuro does have the card that if you hold the button, it bounces off them, and then you can set up unblockables and stuff. Like I said, I think Genjuro is going to be super good. And he has the cross-up Rekka, which he can do different distances, so it's not a cross-up. So I think he's going to be super good. I think he's going to be super good in this game.
Yeah, he seemed useful.
He seems like a character I might want to try.
So one of the things about the chat's actually asking about dodge. Dodge is sometimes too quick. So there's a lot of attacks like Halmaru's running kick, for instance.
Oh, the slide,
yeah. Active so long that you actually recover from your dodge and still get hit meaty.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
But it definitely is you can punish throw whiffs on it. So if you dodge and the guy tries to throw, you'll definitely blow him.
Throw has a full second of recovery.
Dude, there's so much
recovery.
Okay. And I feel like deflect needs that too. I feel like deflect needs a little bit more recovery. Because the thing is, when you miss a deflect, most of the time the person's going to react to it and go, oh, and stab you with an A or a B. And you really don't lose any damage on A's and B's in this game, right? They're so less damage than they were before. And And if you get a deflect on a heavy, you make them drop their weapon, and then you get an AB on them. I'm sorry, a C. I'm always going to call it an AB because Well, and Samurai Shodown 2 was that way too. Right?
Oh right, so, yeah. Because it had light mediums for.
Dude, I haven't played Sam Show 2 in like 20 years.
Dude, Sam Show 2 also had 3 kicks. It had kick, medium kick, and heavy and CD. They just removed that because they're like, why do our characters have this many kicks? And they got rid of them all. So.
There was the deflect card.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing is also Rage Explosion is unblockable. So, I mean, I haven't gotten to play the full build, but just going off theory, you should be able to do deflect card and then a Rage Explosion, let the card hit on the recoil, and
and then E-send them? Oh, Jesus, okay.
In 5S, there was a character Sogetsu who could put like a water bubble behind you, and one of his tactics he would throw the bubble behind you, then immediately burst, so you get blasted back into the bubble, then get hit. And it was stupid as shit. I hated it.
Yeah, hopefully you'll be able to start punishing the flex, but I just don't think you're going to punish the flex with C's. Whereas when you get deflected, you're getting hit by a C or the super duper.
Jump in.
Yeah, and so I just feel like the risk reward on it is not balanced. That's my concern about it. So if you're gonna punish the flex with A's and B's all day, that's cool. But I feel like you should be able to punish them with a C. You should just be able to see deflect and be like, ha, you're dead.
Yeah, the problem with deflect right now is it's active for too long and it doesn't have much recovery.
Oh, on top of that also, like in some other games, the counter actually leans forward. So buttons that whiff will actually still get deflected because the deflect hitbox reaches forward into other
weird. Okay.
It's forward a little tiny bit.
Okay.
So yeah. Right now deflect has...
Right there, Genjiro could have deflected that B a minute ago.
Yeah, and there I just deflected, and now you have no weapon, so now you got to deal with this. And 5, you could like throw him and knock him down and pick up the weapon. There was like a thing, right?
Yeah, so in 5 special, if you threw somebody and you did like a cancel into an attack, you could use that instead to pick up your weapon. In this, you really have to do throw, get a knockdown, and then use the knockdown time to pick up your weapon.
Right. Or run slide or something like that,
depending on character.
Another difference was in 5S, you could just hold down the light attack, and once you got in range, your character will automatically pick up the sword. In this game, you have to tap it.
Yeah.
You can't just hold the button, he'll pick it up. You have to tap it over the sword. So
yeah, we're trying to do the sword capture right now is what we're trying to do.
Oh yeah, because it's super bad.
So cool.
Kick him across the screen and now you don't have a weapon.
Sword deflect, I think, is going to be really important because you're going to have a lot of ways to, get some disarmed. You have the heavy counter as well as just doing WFT. It's really good right now. You're also going to need to know what your throw combos are when you're unarmed. Like Hawamaru is, I think, he just throws and then just slide kick. I think that's
okay.
Catches.
Yeah, because there's going to be times where you're disarmed, and again, like throw is one of the better tools, and unarmed throw is probably your best tool. So you need to know what you can do with it to find time to either equip yourself or at least get some sort of advantage. Or be less disadvantaged.
I wanted to cry last night. I almost beat Olaf last night in a Howlmare. I was armed, he was disarmed, he was killed with kicks.
Howlmare's kicks are good.
How is super good.
Yeah. Okay. Forward kick is so good with Howlmare.
Dang, I leaned forward out of the card. That was sick.
Yeah, the card doesn't seem as oppressive in this game as it was in other games.
Yeah, we just showed that, we just did the blade catch when unarmed.
So while armed, it's the deflect. While unarmed, it's blade catch and you drop kick people.
Right.
Yeah, but when you're unarmed and you blade catch, it doesn't matter what strength button they press, as long as it's not a kick, it will always disarm them. It's not like they have hit heavy and you get disarmed. They always get
right. Yeah. And plus the window on that one is so small. You're like, sword catch, sword catch, sword catch. The deflect is a little bit longer than that, so.
Yeah,
are they? I think they're the same.
Are they? Okay. Maybe it's just the animation, they leave it a lot faster.
I mean, also it might be that unarmed you don't get the boost in range. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Right.
It's definitely
damage.
Yeah. It's definitely satisfying looking damage.
Bisected.
Yeah, 300 out of 1,000. It hurts.
one of the things I think that's going to be really important is, first off, having throw combos. Like, the reason why Hao is so good right now is not only does he have a good throw combo, it knocks down, dude. It's dashing, medium, into DP.
I found out that Jubei, every time he throws you, he does stand B into uppercut. He gets the same kind of situation. That's super good.
Jubei is one of the characters I think is worth watching, because also having the counters instead of deflects might actually be valuable.
Yeah. Because they do like 40% damage in this game, dude. They do so much damage too.
Yeah, and the thing is, so I don't know if I haven't played Jubei ever. I'm gonna be completely honest. I've never played Jubei. Do his counters work on non-blade attacks or specials?
No, it's only blades.
So they work the same way as
Okay.
But you still have to react to high mid.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
so they need 40.
That's another thing too. Is throw in the.
Sweet.
I get to see her.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. She is sick. I'm interested in this character.
Yeah, she's got the traps. So she
She's a
plants the
zoning trap
traps
character.
on the ground like that, and then she's got 3 versions of the fireball. The middle one, which has no start, which less startup, and then the high and the low ones have a little bit more startup on them. We're just trying to see if the card would fall on you, but in general, the card doesn't fall on you right away. So, yeah.
I was seeing that, I think, in combo breaker footage, it actually completely goes past you, so you have to, like, bait people into stuff.
Yeah, so then you can plant those there. But we'll show later on, when you plant that, like, she is in delay.
She does definitely have delay, yeah.
See, so you saw the low one that starts right there.
Yeah.
But
fireball.
now she's recovered.
Yeah, that's super fast recovery. That's great to sweep the sky. She's got great tools.
So what's her health like? Do we know?
Way low. Wait,
so
she exploded, for
like
sure.
120, 130?
I would plant the.
I don't know
I would
much less.
plant the. You'll see this later on. I plant the thing right next to me, and then David just jumps at me with a C, and he hits me, and he lands on the spikes, and I lose 3 times more damage than he did. So.
Yeah, she doesn't do much damage, but she takes a ton of it.
Yeah.
For sure.
That flamethrower.
What was that?
I heard that DP looks
It's a DP, I think. Yeah.
Which
That
one?
is cool. Oh, where she
you
summons
just-
lightning?
Oh, the lightning. Yeah. That's
Lightning.
down, and punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can hit people out of the air with that. I was trying to see if it had invincibility.
Oh, she just took health. But she
Yeah,
She
see-
gets deleted, man. Yeah.
So there's no invincibility
Yeah,
on
also
it.
that's correct. Yeah, everyone's 1,000 health with defense modifiers.
Yeah.
Where they're all like scaling
okay.
multipliers.
Okay.
So Nako takes 110% damage as opposed to 100% like normal
see.
damage.
Okay.
So, which means Rojang is what, like
120,
120, 130.
Ray, just say Ray Shang.
Oh, it's Ray Shang?
Ray Shang.
Now it's Ray. You told me it was Roy. Before.
No, I told you it was Ray. I told you it was Ray.
Okay, but
Trust me on that.
do the real pronunciation.
Ray.
Yeah.
Ray.
Ray.
Ray
Yeah.
Shang.
Yeah. But just say Ray.
just gonna
Even
say
in the
Ray.
game, it says Ray Shang.
Yeah, it does,
It's Ray
yeah.
Shang.
Ray Shang. Okay.
Yeah. Don't say
Woo
Roy.
it
Ray
is.
Shang.
No, Roy.
Roy Chang.
I mean,
KOF character.
I keep saying just call her Daphne because
I'm gonna call her Woo 9 times out of 10.
Ray Shang, it literally means Daphne in Chinese, so it's the flower. It's the flower
Okay, I was
Daphne.
gonna say, like, is Daphne a flower?
No.
I didn't know
That's
Daphne was a
spinning.
flower either.
I just thought Scooby-Doo instantly.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Oh man, Scoob!
Oh, wait, she's
Yikes.
Daphne, and when she loses her sword, she's looking for her glasses.
Yes.
Also Velma.
That
Oh
thing
my
is-
God.
So, she's Daphne and Velma.
She is Scooby-Doo the character. Got it.
That is awesome.
Like Zoinks.
All right, so now I'm gonna. So when she gets all scared when the dragon burns you, I'm gonna make her go roll. Oh my god.
Wait, so that spinning the shield normal was pretty cool.
Yeah. That's just like a crouching attack. I
Oh
think
my
it was.
god, the recovery on that trap.
Yeah, there's definitely
Yeah.
recovery.
Like later on, you'll see me throw the trap out and hold up, and it takes forever for her to jump.
Yeah. But I mean, you're using it at
We're
range.
trying to test
whether there's trip
trip
guard.
guard or not right
But
now.
we just saw, I don't know why we're testing, because we literally just saw you jump onto,
a spike and
spike.
land, but that also could be startup on the spike, right?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
She's just so fascinating. We don't get
She's
a
cool.
lot of characters like her. More like a traditional zoner, I guess
Yeah.
you'd say. Trap characters, that's so exciting.
She's a setup character too. Later on we'll show some setups that are cool. Because that was a low, right? The
Spikes are lows,
spikes
yes,
were low.
the spikes are lows.
Does she have any running knockdowns?
I don't know. I don't
know if we
remember
ever tried, to
testing,
be
yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Her run is pretty fast,
Well,
though.
actually, her sweep's not bad there.
Yeah, the little
Because
drop
basically,
kick.
I'm trying to see if there's a way you can do like throw, running knockdown into trap, and then go from there.
Her animations are so cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's adorable.
She's definitely really good looking.
Oh.
Do you see that little weapon
that
flip, that
was-
shield flip? Yeah.
That was like
Yeah, she's cool.
She's got a lot of character. All right.
command grabs.
No, I'm really excited to see her because I was really concerned that we weren't getting like our usual suspect zoners, like there was no Amakusa who was the boss in the first game.
Dude, everybody's so scared to make zoners in fighting games anymore these days. It makes me sad. I mean, I'm even
they're not fun to watch. And they're not fun to fight.
They piss people off. Yeah.
I mean, I'm
That's
just
why
like
they're cool.
even in MK11, there's only like one zoner right now, which is NRS, and they're known for having really annoying zoners.
I think they're doing that because they know just how bad it was, like with Injustice 2, like how much people got pissed off about it. They're like, yeah, we're not gonna.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's also your own fault for making a zoner like high or top tier.
I think you should, and there weren't that many good zoners after all. But it's true that there were lots of complaints about it.
Yeah, I mean that's that thing again, right? That I've always said that I don't believe.
Yeah, and oh god,
so how does
hide from blood?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think that you should have zoners in the games, but they should never be the best character in the game, right? And I mean, Keith says that too. I was having a conversation with about that.
Zoners and grapplers should never be top tier inherently.
That's what Keith was saying too.
What is he?
Keith said it. Seth Killian said the same thing. Yeah.
For anyone who plays Street Fighter 5 and trying to find out like what character is good for them, basically, if you like Abigail, you want to play Earthquake, and if you like Zangief, you probably want to go with Tam Tam because he's high damage, has a command grab that reaches freaking so far.
Yeah, I definitely think it's Darli.
I want to try Darli so bad.
Yeah, it's definitely Darli.
I want to try Darli so bad.
Even like I play Abigail, and I feel like I would still play Darli. I just think that she's what I want to do. She's like Abigail's not actually rooted to the ground, even though he's huge, right? He can run and stuff. And I feel like it's the same for her. She does have movement.
Oh, I guess that's the color I haven't seen yet.
Darli's win pose is awesome too, when she just downs the purple drink.
If you like Alex, you should try Darli also.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I just think you should just try Darli.
You should try Darli.
Yeah, that's just the answer right there. You should just try Darli, dude.
Yeah.
Like I already was in love with her before we had gameplay, and the more I see her, I'm like, this is my character.
So, but Shiki's pretty weird. So we're like trying to figure out what to do. She's a teleport character, and the intention obviously is to move around. But like, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah. So this is the anti-air.
This button is ridiculous.
It's the kick. It's so good. I believe it's also cancelable, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I was doing late jump attacks later on. I tried doing earlier jump attacks like this, and I would win every once in a while.
Yeah, but then I tried earlier kick, and I beat you.
Which reminds me, you found out that Mako 6K is a ridiculous button.
Yeah, so what it is she basically has like weird like flip kick.
It beats everything.
Oh, okay.
It's so strong.
Hits in front, then near the end it hits up top. It's super good. I got to play a little bit of Shiki at Combo Breaker. So I do remember her. Yeah, basically the design philosophy is rather than having long-range buttons, she's supposed to just get in your face because she has that mobility.
I don't know. I couldn't figure out what to do with this character. I could never figure out what her game plan was supposed to be. Because this command throw, even though she has ones that jump really far, I still feel like you have to be super close to get them to connect. Like, it wasn't like she could jump from super far away and hooligan you know what I mean?
I didn't really know how to play her too well, but I do know, I think, for the auction tournament, like the Shiki player got second place, so it's probably good to watch that.
Okay.
I don't know how good of a gauge that is in terms of like after competition later on, but it's still a good idea to see, hey, what did that person do? What are they doing right? Because I don't know.
Oh yeah, that pause menu.
I really want to play Yoshitora too, because he's another one of my boys.
Yoshitora seems
cool.
Yoshitora is the sword guy? Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome.
He does look cool.
I was thinking of the other new guy, with the bird mask. Yashimaru, yeah.
Yasha's ass.
That guy, I don't like him very much.
Ass?
Yeah.
He's ass. So, so we were playing the demo, which is...
Oh yeah, here we go, by the way.
Yeah!
Oh, no!
Okay, so the way that these works is just movement based. It's not like other teleports in other games where it's like you teleport next to them. It's just one moves you left, one moves you middle, and one moves you right.
She only has
But look at that damage! Look at that damage! She just did like 80% damage.
So each of the strengths has a different value to it, or is it just that Shiki has really low defense?
Oh yeah, it's true. Shiki probably just takes more damage.
The first time we saw it, it did like 60%. Like
against Yasha.
Yeah. So it just might be a Shiki thing.
Shiki probably takes like 120.
Yeah. What's up, Tubo?
So it only has one hit of armor, huh? That's tragic.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to be like against the standing C call out kind of thing, you know.
Oh, so you can move over a little closer. James, you're kind of out of
I just don't know how to get in closer.
Just move your seat.
Yo,
there we go.
Tubo air.
Yeah, Tubo.
Go on, sir.
There you go. Bam.
There you go.
We're all good. For a family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Segregate the white guys over here. See how it is.
Am I the border because I'm half white? And half Asian, so
Although to be fair, David does like rice as well, so you know.
I like rice, just not white rice.
Jews eat rice?
Oh, that's right. Jews do eat rice. That's
like
true.
a thing.
That's true. Yeah.
Does that make me the whitest guy here now?
Yeah.
Hey man, good luck.
Okay. No hesitation.
Okay, but as Asians, we have noodles and rice, and you have to pick one. And that includes spaghetti, like Western noodles as well.
Look, man, I gotta take you to Cantor, so we'll get a mishmash. You got rice in there. You got a kreplach, which is just like a wonton. All right.
No pizza, only
That'll be good.
Yeah, we're trying to see how much delay was at the end of that teleport. There's definitely delay.
Yeah, it's
there.
definitely delay. Yeah, for sure. It's not just free.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about on the move, or
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh god.
But yeah, that kick seems really strong.
I think Darli's cross up is going to be super good, dude.
Well, I mean, there's only like what 5 characters that have a cross up in Sam Show history.
Right.
Like,
I mean, that's what I said, and then everybody in chat was yelling at me that I was wrong about that. So I don't know.
okay,
I
he's
don't know.
trying to make them useful and consistent. Like,
That button
So she has that double C, but it's only at certain ranges.
is it normal?
Certain
Yeah.
ranges. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there was times that somebody blocked something, and then like they were deflected, and I did C from far, and I couldn't cancel into the second one. So there's like it's a weird,
it's a
not
particular
close
range.
up, but it's not
It's
far.
middle,
Yeah, it's in the middle range. So
Why does she have a TP? Isn't that too strong? That's what I think it's Zawaldo is asking. The reason why she has a TP is because she's not a long range character. Like her normals don't reach very far. She's just supposed to be like a high mobility character.
yeah.
Yeah, it's basically like think of Kadian in Street Fighter V having the command dash. Like you just need one mobility tool for a close, fast character.
Yeah. And in a game where you have far-reaching buttons, that's the ultimate.
And everyone's running good.
In Samurai Shodown, I didn't play Samurai Shodown 1. I only played Samurai Shodown 2 Stickman, and I played Jubei.
2 is the right answer.
Yeah, but Tam Tam was broken in that, but Ukyo's broken in 2. So.
Ukyo in 2 is unacceptable.
So this character is awesome, by the way.
First time I've seen
That character's cool, right?
So he does attack with all the swords. Like you see every.
That's cool, right?
That palette though.
Yeah, he looks so sick. I definitely agree with that.
That's close heavy. Yep, that's the same exact way.
Yeah. Dude, he's so cool.
I thought it was close medium.
That's close heavy.
That was heavy.
Yeah, but
And that's far heavy.
That's far.
the craziest thing about it is that you actually have to keep track of which swords you've powered up. Like you'll see it later on. We'll actually power it up.
Was that the same way before? Previous game?
More or less.
More or less. So yeah, like the DP, that's one of them. He has 6 moves that you have to hit with. In 5S, it had. So basically,
1 or 2 of those could, like 2 or 3 of those could.
That was him trying to use the 7th sword and he couldn't. See, right there, he can't pull it out there because he hasn't gotten the power-ups yet.
Unlock condition.
So how it works is basically when you hit with a move, a flower will show up.
Right.
So all the moves are named after a flower.
Yeah, you'll see that here too. It happens here as well. But then he also, his super duper gives him all of it right away.
Yeah,
and then you'll see, and then he basically throws a giant bison alpha 3 super.
Like actually crazy looking. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so here we go. So here we go. 1 flower, 2 flower, 3 flower, 4 flower, 5, 6.
That's 5 still.
That's 6 now. Yeah.
Right, yeah, that was the 6 right there.
Shockwave.
Bam.
Okay,
And
so
now you win the
So
round.
look at this.
And now you win
Look
the
at this right
round. Yeah, so.
Oh god, you could drop it. Yep.
It's like I said, it's that Bison Alpha 3
Dang.
Shadowloo boss super.
Psycho Crusher.
Oh my god.
Kasumi, Ecstasy Crunch. You know,
Yeah.
they're all.
Later on, we block it too, and you lose a grip of
The
chip.
pushback is insane.
Yeah.
I can't wait to just defend it.
So in 5S, so how it works is that every time you hit, you get a flower, right? So in 5S, you're allowed to whiff his air fireball move, or I call it the air fireball, jumping quarter circle forward, and you'll do like a slash. And you also whiff his DP because the flower shows up in the animation of the move without hitting. So as long as you whiff those moves, it counted towards your total.
Yeah, I don't know if that actually happens
Not
on this
in this
one.
game.
So, yeah.
Because
So there's 1 flower, so that's 1 move.
Yep.
The other thing
And then
to
here's
note
another
is that
move.
If you unlock it and the round ends, it relocks because you fulfilled all the conditions. But if you do 5 of 6 and the round ends, you keep the 5 to the next round.
Wow, that's
Okay.
cheap.
Yeah.
Cool.
So sometimes you may want to just keep it in there then.
Yeah, so just like never DP. No big deal.
So I'm concerned about that move. So it looks like a grab. In 5S, it's blockable. So I don't know how that works in this game.
So here we go. So
sure.
now we just do the super, and I think I'm just going to block it, and look at how much chip she takes off of this.
Oh, I'm excited. That's pretty reasonable,
pretty
yeah.
decent, yeah.
That's like 5% total chip.
Yeah, I guess that's not too bad. But what are you supposed to do to it? Nothing.
Dodge, maybe.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know, man.
You might get hit by the tail end.
Yeah. I think you're gonna get hit.
I guess specific timing kind of thing. Otherwise, it looks like the hits are spaced far enough that you could probably just defend the whole thing.
Yeah, you could probably do that.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, honestly, once we start, I mean, to get to that point, I mean, he's Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Right? If you let him get to that point where he gets all 6 of that, he deserves to kill you, basically.
Yeah, that's the end of the round. But the thing is, you still have super special move, and you still have Rage Explosion and Essen, which means he's going to be one of those characters that's going to inadvertently get all the comebacks.
Yeah.
Right. You see how low Charlotte's jump is? She's got a really low jump. So she's going to be interesting.
She still has cross-up C.
Yeah.
One of the ways they actually balance Yoshi in 5S.
See right there, I just burst out of that move. I was trying to show that you could burst out of the hit right there.
Far heavy, yeah. One of the ways they kept him balanced in 5S is they just made 2 of his flower moves ass, so it was really hard to get them.
Yeah, which is what? Quarter circle backslash, the
scan, and then the command grab, which is blockable. Which is garbage.
Yeah, but the thing is, at least in the 5S, you have the dodge roll,
which you cancel into attacks. But now you don't have that, so you're going to have a lot of trouble. You have to deflect it.
There you go. You saw me throw him out of the block stun again after the jump attack. So.
And then I guess that Shido Weed. Do supers have invincibility on startup? No.
Okay, no. On weapon flipping techniques, no. On super specials, kind of.
Not on startup, but a little bit later.
Yeah.
Like we're talking like frames 4 through 10 kind of thing. Those are invul, but startup, no.
Yeah. That's the one thing that's getting confusing is that we have the one-time use, which is called the super special, and then we have the weapon flipping technique.
Right.
Not a super, technically.
Yeah, no wake-up supers.
But the uppercuts have invincibility.
Yeah, which is new.
Right, which is new to Samurai Shodown.
Or like a handful of characters did in other games, but yeah, this game's how it just has invincible DP this far.
Right.
Yeah, that's about right.
So yeah, Yoshitora is
he looks pretty cool.
He's pretty cool.
He's fun. He's really fun.
Charlotte seems kind of boring.
Charlotte seems like Charlotte.
She's supposed to be lame. She's supposed to be just a pure footsies character. She's kind of like the Guile.
I just miss her design from the previous games.
More of a lady now. She's more like a high school girl who plays tennis.
She got Instagrammed.
She got Instagrammed. Yeah.
Is Ukyo still cheap?
Yeah. I mean, we didn't get to mess with him too much.
Yeah.
But
I think once or twice.
Gibby said that he feels like he's really powerful, so it definitely feels good. Because backdash Tsubame is still a thing, right? Or whatever the thing is called.
Yeah, backdash Tsubame, because it's still overhead, still cancels off a backdash, which is not something everyone can do.
Which leads to my point again. Yasha sucks.
Yasha has airborne moves that don't work off of backdash.
Well, not only that, but
aren't overheads.
When he throws that dagger, he is in delay for about 7 years.
Yeah, he's only about minus 712 billion.
When he throws it, he gets popped up higher. And if you whip or you block it, you're gonna punish him for free.
Yeah,
he is ass.
Nathan the handsome boy.
So I was trying some Earthquake here. You can tell which one of us is always playing by the colors we pick.
Oh, I'm always red?
Yeah, and I'm always blue-purple. Hi, buddy.
Oh yeah, so you can juggle after that, right?
Yeah, you can. I was trying to see how good the heavy one was as an anti-air. So if they jumped at you, could you hit them with the spikes?
Oh wow, she can juggle off the trap?
Yes, yeah. She can. See, like that. You see how the heavy one starts with those spikes up there? So they actually can hit people out of the air, those spikes. But see, her run is pretty good. Yeah, her run is fast.
I don't think you'll be wanting to go in with this character. But it is.
Well, it might be useful for running under people as they try to jump.
Yeah, I feel like that
also,
setups are probably good.
But another thing too is that while they're trying to get in, if they're being too cautious, that's going to open them up to the run throw, I think.
Earthquake has a command grab, right?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He has to be really, really close, and it's not much damage.
Man, that recovery hurts. Like, you can watch her dance the way she drops off the trap. Doop, doop, doop. Now she...
Yeah, it's definitely a while.
Damn. It's like, what, 45, 50 frames?
Something like that.
Bonkers like that.
Yeah.
Man, as a meaty, though, if you didn't have that, it would be too crazy.
Back when I was
It's a low. I mean, the setups are obvious, right? Like if the recovery was fast, it'd just be crazy.
Yeah, so we were setting it up so he would throw a trap down and I would roll into it and then he would jump and try to set up a high-low mix-up. But then we failed to set that trap up properly, but he ended up jumping over me and turning it into a left-right mix-up.
Here's the glasses thing. So she just got rid of her...
Oh my god, she actually just like walks around.
She's
like,
trying to
It's so funny.
My glasses, my glasses.
It's so cute, dude.
I can't be seen without my glasses.
It's great.
It's so cute.
Yeah,
Dude.
look at
It
this.
is the cutest thing ever, dude. Oh, you see, she's like, I can't find it. Oh, okay, I got him back on again.
Yeah.
Oh no, where's my glasses?
Oh, yeah.
At this point, I'm wondering.
I like this. I like this a lot.
You're what?
Question.
And then she slaps you.
No, okay, I want to know where they're falling to if she's going to lose them that easy.
They're on the ground. They're like right next to the shield.
Yeah, they're right on the shield, basically.
Okay,
So.
Question. If she drops a trap and then gets hit, does the trap disappear?
No.
It's there.
It's there. That's why I would get hit by the jump C and then the trap would hit,
Yep.
right? But it was always worth it because the trap just didn't do that much. Dude, they're just slapping you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fire brother was Kazuki.
Yeah.
His brother Kazuki.
Kazuki and
I kinda miss him.
Sogetsu, right?
Yeah. Sogetsu, yeah. I actually kind of miss them. I miss all the protagonists, basically, of all the games. You know, so Kazuki and Sogetsu 4, and then Shizumaru 3. I know you want Basara.
Yeah, I just care about Basara. That's it.
Yeah.
I like that once you have a trap out, you can still just move it to a new location. You're not stuck.
Yeah, you can just keep throwing them.
That's
They
really
do
good.
go away after a while, so you have to refresh them essentially. I was trying. Okay,
You got.
I was just trying to see.
Time up.
Ooh. When I was talking to the guys at the SNK booth at Combo Breaker, I asked them, hey, what are you guys' opinions of Earthquake? Now, they're not necessarily the experts on it, but they said that they think he's like a solid mid-tier character. They don't think, we don't think he's ass, we don't think he's amazing.
I mean, Jump C and Stand C are both super good.
Yeah.
And like Crouch B?
Crouching C seems really
Crouch
good.
C.
The
Whatever,
huge.
The big chain low.
Yeah.
The big low,
That seems
yeah.
good.
They're both super good.
I think if you're really good at footsies, if you're a patient player, you're going to be perfectly fine.
Dude, I want Wan Fu, dude.
Wait,
That was a counter.
Yeah, she has a counter.
That's what her counter looks like. Okay.
Yeah, she spikes you like that. Wan Fu would be awesome, dude.
Pillar Wanfu or Scimitar Wanfu?
Pillar, for sure. Because he carves himself into the pillar in his wind pose. That is like the coolest thing ever.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can see how much she's just dying.
She melts for sure.
She looks like Logan looks like a 120 though. I don't think it's a full 130.
Who are the full zoners in the game right now? I think it's just
Ray.
Woo. Yeah.
Ray.
Ray Zhang.
Yeah, Ray Shang.
Ray Zhang. I was like, fuck, I'm about to mess it up.
You can do SH Shang.
Ray Zhang?
Ray Shang.
Ray Zhang.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Everybody wants friggin' what is it?
Genon?
Sargeto. Oh, okay. I want Genon.
Kusarigado, yeah.
What the fuck? Sorry.
Honestly, I don't want Kusarigado just because we already have Earthquake. That's my biggest reason for not wanting.
Well, Sargeto was designed to be the Earthquake replacement.
Yeah. But I want Basara.
I want Cham Cham because I'm a dirty weeaboo.
Okay, that's fair.
Also, because I love Tam Tam's my main anyways, so I'd be okay with Tam Tam as well.
I liked Cham Cham. I don't know.
That reminds me. Okay, so you like Felicia, right? So they actually came out around the same time, like by pure coincidence. So do you like Felicia because you like her playstyle, or do you like her because she's a cat girl, or both?
I liked her because I think she was a cat girl. I liked her playstyle, and she has blue hair. I found out that I just naturally gravitate to characters with blue hair.
So Cham Cham does have a blue hair color with white fur.
Oh, yeah, see, we're trying to do the setups right over here. We're trying to do the setups. And,
I can't wait to see what's going to evolve from like a Woo combo video.
It's pretty obviously good. In fact, what we should have been doing is like if you ever get a spines and then you juggle it, you should probably be able to cancel it into spines.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so...
Or, I mean, if she can get a juggle in normal, can she do her weapon flipping technique? Off of the trap?
Probably. I would imagine so. So roll forward into it. Yeah, so then he left-right mixed up me right there. So
That's dirty. I love it.
Yeah. So definitely, once you get used to the people rolling at you and stuff to try to get in, you can set up all sorts of fun stuff there.
That's the kind of dirt I miss, and I love that Sam Show.
Got him. Got him.
See, the spines are still there. So I hit her, and you still land on the spines like that. So there you go.
All right, yeah, no.
No, she does not have an anti-air. Well, she has that lightning, so I think that's a preemptive
the
anti-air.
lightning and the high projectile.
Yeah, if you know, then you can actually get them. So.
Because the high projectile's like hitbox comes out pretty fast.
Dude, if Baiken showed up in this game as a guest character, that would be the sickest thing. Dude.
I would be dead furious.
Why?
Too many moves, doesn't necessarily belong.
Well, you would change her obviously to play more Sam Show style,
And then
right?
she stops being Baiken.
Can I get Yoda and Darth Vader?
No.
Yeah, we have 2009 all over again.
Can I also get Apprentice?
Hate your face.
Apprentice? Is that from? Oh, no.
That's the third Star Wars character.
Yeah, also in Caliber.
That's right.
Wait, that's you? I feel like I'm about to get punched right now.
The thing is, if I try to punch you, I might accidentally elbow David. So, like, it's like the wind-up. So you're just gonna have to wait.
All right.
Yeah. So Earthquake has that teleport, so it's gonna be kind of probably. Look at him whiffing that throw. Jesus.
Yeah, he keeps going.
So that's a hit grab from what I remember. It's not even a throw.
So is he just like jostling, like wiggle?
I wonder if I held forward, if I kept going forward, because I think that's what he did before. He would like keep trying to grab.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pulling Kratos. No, let's just get Freddy Krueger, dude.
Yeah, again, the gameplay is kind of slow, but I mean, the walk speed is definitely slower than past Sam Show games, I feel like, but Sam Show has always been this kind of slow walking.
No, it's everyone's Makoto.
Right.
Everyone's Makoto because they have the fast dash speed, except for Earthquake. You know, he's just slow.
Right.
But he's not supposed to have movement speed. I mean, yeah, when I played at Combo Breaker, I was...
yeah.
Fuck this guy. When I played at Combo Breaker, I did feel like, yeah, walk speed's really slow, but they made up for it with dash speed being very fast. Also, one of the first things that in this game, there's not a whole lot.
Oh, this stage is super cool.
When you stop dashing like you did in other games, there was like a whole like stop, like you had to brake basically. This game doesn't have that, so you could like guard almost immediately. You could stop your run and guard.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, we were testing it last night. You ran at me, I did Hao's weapon flipping technique, and you were able to stop and block.
Oh, really?
That hurt my feelings.
Dang. Yeah, but that painting in the background is awesome.
That's so
I
cool.
still
Yeah,
want
what
to
a
know
cool
who the
stage.
boss is, because up at the very top center, there's a character that's not in the game yet. It's one of the bosses.
It's probably just the boss character that you have to fight.
Well, yeah, but it might
See, there's the
be
backdash Tsubame
one of
right
the old
there.
bosses. Yeah, like Amakusa.
Right.
But yeah, so the backdash Tsubame is still good. Falling C Tsubame is still cool. Because that's C, right?
I can't even remember which ones I was using at this point.
In 5 Special, the flaming one is the heavy version.
Okay.
But I don't know if they're all...
No, they all flame.
Yeah,
They're all flaming in this one. Yeah.
Apples!
Hungry for apples?
Yep.
No, from what I recall, even 5S, all of them had fire on them.
Man, look at that walk speed.
Dude, I have said that if Ukyo was in Breath of the Wild, he would never die. He'd just eat apples all day, dude, so...
Get out.
What? That's not even a pun or anything.
By the way, Breath of the Wild sequel, now in development.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Bird Girl. So surprisingly, yeah, Nako's actually good in this game. So one thing that's funny about Nako is...
Wasn't true? Gibby was saying that he doesn't think she's going to be very good in this.
She feels okay right now, which is surprising because in all her, like, she's always good in guest games like CVS2, CVS, and even like California, she was good. But in her own game, she's usually apps. And this game, she's like surprisingly good.
She feels really...
Yeah, so those are the only attacks you can do. You can do the dive off of that, and you can also do splashies, basically 3 different
Can you also
slashies.
throw the bird while you're on it?
No, that's
It
CVS.
didn't seem like it.
That's CVS.
I could have sworn.
So the super special moves all have the same input of forward, half circle forward, and then heavy slash plus kick. And then weapon flipping technique, which is the one that uses the rage gauge at the bottom. All of them are down to forward, medium plus heavy slash.
Yeah, okay, so it was
All
B
of
plus C.
them. They're all
yeah,
universal.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna use SNK Neo Geo.
B plus C.
B plus C.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just used to that. It just makes sense to me.
I mean, that's why I keep calling standing C's A plus B, and I'm going to do that for the rest of my life, probably.
Wow, the after image lasts a really long time.
Oh, no, that's the one where you can run past them, I think.
Oh, that's, yeah.
No, because you did the Rekka, and then
Oh,
after he was
that,
already
yeah.
done swinging, the after image was still there.
Yeah. Yeah, Nako was super good in KOF 14, Jesus.
No, Mama Haha was super good.
Yeah, that's
Nako was
true.
pretty good.
Yeah. And Mama Haha is okay. Actually, no, she's surprisingly good. It's not like when you hit her.
He really has no specials at all, dude.
He doesn't
He
need
doesn't
them.
need them. He's an
Yeah,
asshole.
I know.
Nah.
Yeah, he has slashy, which is not very good. He has Rekka, which is okay, and it's like a damage move. And Tsubame, because it's dumb.
Oh, so Tsubame gets buffed when he's in rage. Okay, cool.
Do backdashes recover fast? I mean,
they're pretty decent.
Okay.
They're not dumb, but they're not terrible.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't have. I was checking. He doesn't have the deflect.
Crouch C.
Yeah, he doesn't have the deflect animation on that one. The other one he does. Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't deflect on Crouch C.
Yeah, he in 5 special he didn't either, and stand C he didn't. When he did stand C and
this is relevant to this game though.
Yeah. The deflect is actually not a bad thing.
It's gotta be unsafe though, right?
Oh yeah, I mean all deflects. Oh, you're just saying when you block it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is though, is you can still use stand B in neutral, which is pretty good. What about his running C? Because running C is really dumb in 5 special.
Was it part in, was it the one where you tell?
It's running C is basically the crouch C but faster.
Oh yeah, where he runs and then does
the sliding.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't test it in this one.
Yeah, the things to test in this game are what everyone's running buttons are, and then what 4 kicks they have.
So I did check, and I think he did have the reflect off of 5C. I think he did have the reflect off of 5C in this game.
He stand B into Rekka.
Yep.
That's fine.
Cool. Okay.
That's the run behind.
Yeah, running B seems a lot more obvious now.
He gains those little yellow streaks when he does it. So as soon as you see the yellow streaks, you know to turn around.
Or just match DP.
Yeah, Ukyo still looks like an asshole. I already don't like him.
Yeah, he's still Ukyo. It's a matter of how dumb you can make the TK version.
Does chat know what games Ukyo wasn't good in? Because I know
those exist.
I feel like he's been good in like every game he's been in.
I like that he actually cuts the apples.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Goes into the slices.
Oh god.
It really takes a while.
Yeah, I know.
Samsho 4 was that the game he wasn't that good in? Ukyo wasn't very good in Samsho 1. Samsho 1 Game Boy. That's about it.
Man, if he wasn't good on the Game Boy version, screw him. Yeah, there's the instant overhead. Oh, that was cool. That was Tiger Need. Yeah, I definitely Tiger Need that one. So.
Yeah, Ukyo looks like he's still good. Like, it's his toolkit.
It does nothing. Throwing a bunch of apples does nothing. It's a fake.
Oh yeah.
It's to scare people into blocking. You know. And then you throw.
Yeah, because most of the time it's throw an apple, he cuts it out of the air. He has a fake one where he just throws the apple and does nothing, and it makes them want to block the rest of the slashes. Then you can just walk up and throw people and make them feel dumb.
Okay, let's see. My predictions are Genjo's good because his toolkit's always gonna make him good. Yoshitaro looks like he's gonna be pretty, average if not good.
I think Darli's.
Poor Yoshamaru.
Darli's gonna be good. I think. So.
I can't wait.
Yeah, Darli's cool.
Yasha.
I think Galford and Hanzo are gonna be super good too.
I'm not gonna be surprised. Yasha. So between the two, because they have a lot of similar moves, Galford is more of a zoner because he has like a regular fireball. He can throw Poppy at you.
And puppers.
Yeah. And then Hanzo, his command grabs do more damage, so he's more of a grappler, but he's more of like a high-low mix-up, and then, I'm gonna make you block, and then just kidding, I'm gonna command grab you and K-top with her.
I'm also just scared because Hanzo's weapon building technique's an anti-air.
Yeah, that's different.
That terrifies me.
Used to be command grab.
It's kind of like Ukyo's too, right? So.
Yeah, but Ukyo's has traditionally been terrible.
Not Ukyo, Jubei. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, okay. No, well, his is more like Power Geyser. Hanzo is I self-destruct.
Oh, okay.
So if you're jumping in on him, you're just gonna get blown up. And Hanzo's rage lasts 20 seconds.
Right.
It's like one of the, if not the longest.
I didn't know that was variable. That's cool.
So Nako's rage is only 8 seconds.
Wow.
Hanzo's is 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Yasha's is also
a huge
20.
difference.
No, Yasha's is 14.
Oh, I thought it was longer than that.
No, it's still long, but it's not as long. And the Pow's is 10.
The only good thing about Yashimaru right now is that he does have a double jump. Yeah. So he can try to change his jump arc a little bit, but still, look at that delay.
Yeah.
That's all delay. So we're testing it here. If David can kill me, block this. And then he was punishing me with stuff afterwards, if I'm not mistaken.
So Yashimaru's playstyle is pretty interesting.
Wait, did that still punish? You whipped the normal, jumped, and hit a button, and it punished.
I think it was.
I think it was, yeah.
Yasha's playstyle is interesting, so his weapon flipping technique, he can't really combo into like most other characters can, but that's because he wants to be in rage because all of his special moves get different properties in rage. That doesn't really necessarily make him that much better. It's just, hey, that's how you're supposed to play him, is by using his rage.
That's a lot.
Oh, was he the one that had the double C? He might have been the one that had the double C.
He has double C. And
Okay.
double
Okay.
C rage was
In rage.
Was Darli's then just
Angel.
automatic that she did?
No,
too?
it wasn't that way every time for sure.
Oh, okay, okay.
But
okay.
I think it was positioning specific.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is one thing, is that, yeah, Yashimaru, he gets a different stand C when he's in rage, because it lets him hit it twice, and he'll do 2 hits on it.
Got it.
Okay.
That's what we like to call big dick.
Oh, is that where because someone just told me, the people we were with just said, yeah, it just hits twice if you hit C twice, and I tried it a bunch of times and it didn't.
Oh, that's right, I remember that.
Maybe it was just rage then,
Yeah,
maybe
has
it's
to be in
rage.
And then his crouching fierce, though, does hit twice, because he swings and then he swings up.
Right.
Yeah. What's good is that when he's in rage, one of his gimmicks, or what I've noticed, is you could knock someone down, then you could do a DP move, move on their wake up, because it auto-corrects if it goes the other side. So if you do light on the right above, then you can make it really ambiguous. Light's always going to land in front, meaning can land in the front or behind.
Okay.
And you can just make it super ambiguous by going right above them.
And apparently becomes safe on block on cross-up. What?
Is that really true? Oh, okay.
Apparently, according to King Fossil.
I mean, one of the nice things about him is that he is very straightforward, so he's going to be a good.
Those were overheads?
No, I don't think. Oh, I think they are overheads.
They were overheads, but
Yeah.
you can definitely do stuff in between.
Yeah, you can just.
There you go. You got the what's it called?
Yeah, and that's probably one.
Even on hit, if you hit with the first 3, it's not a combo for the rest. It's
Right.
just the 3 hits, and then you can hit him before the next butt.
Yeah, or you can just defend the first hit and then just use it for rage.
So one of Yasha's problems is he doesn't really have any combos. Once again, Samsho's not really a combo-based game, but in a game where Hao can throw you and then just dash up medium in the DP, it kind of sucks. How Yasha's option is crouch fierce. There you go. That's your throw combo.
Right. Different characters are just going to have different. Some characters can't even get a C after a throw, from what I tested. Like I would throw him and hit C, and I could not hit him at all.
I was labbing, at least in the demo, what characters' optimal options are. Nako's is actually just hit far standing C.
Right, exactly.
It's funny, it does more damage if you have them mid-screen than it does in the corner, because if you have them in the corner, she does close C, which does less damage. Fun fact.
Yeah, it's weird, because all the close Cs do much less damage than far Cs.
Yeah, but like they're much faster and sometimes cancelable.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the trade-off. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but so one of the reasons Yashimaru sucks is, once again, his air special moves do not hit overhead. So it's kind of shitty that, you know, Ukyo can, like, when we saw that Yashimaru couldn't, we were thinking, oh, that means Ukyo's getting nerfed, he can't do that anymore. And Ukyo still has it. I'm like, okay, this is horse shit.
That's just what Ukyo's always been, right?
That invalidates Yasha.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, why would you give Ukyo this thing when we already know it's too freaking good, and then not give it to Yasha as well?
Rare footage of Yashimaru's up flipping technique hitting.
Yeah.
I had no idea what it was.
Neither of us do. I was trying to dash up and hit him with my weapon,
like,
and I
I know it's
activated
coming.
it, and I shot fireballs. I was like, wait, this is what I do?
I shot fire.
That's the only thing I like about Yasha.
And I guess in Rage, too, when he's in Rage and if you do that, when you do that super, he shoots more fire. No, when you're in Isen, when you activate
Rage
Isen,
Explosion.
when you're in a Rage Explosion, he shoots more fireballs.
And changes hair color. Because he's fabulous. Oh wow, that stuffed that?
Yeah.
It did seem to have a really good hitbox.
Yasha's definitely the Nikali of this game in terms of he's supposed to be the new character who's going to be easy to play.
Yeah,
and
that's a
actually
great
does
way
the
to
same
put
thing.
him.
He is the Nikali of the game, but
That's a really good way to put it.
while Nikali in his game is really freaking good.
Yeah.
Darli
Ow.
and both.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darli and Wu.
Yeah,
are
no,
cool.
like I'm literally like I'm gonna play Darli.
That's what I would
then
play
I'm
if I
gonna
played this
Wu,
game. I'd definitely play those
Then I'm
two.
gonna play Shiki.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna see how much I can cheat.
I'm not 100% sure if Wu is going to be good, but I think she just might be fun. I think she's going to be really
This is
fun.
fine.
Yeah.
She brings flavor to the game, which I'm perfectly fine with.
I hope she's good, but like super hard to play because then I'll be like, I'm in. Let's do this.
Marvel
Right.
awesome tier.
Okay, maybe not that hard. Yeah.
So here we go. So Super, now he shoots even more fireballs.
And double the amount. Okay, that's the blowback move.
Yeah, but also like Earthquake also has a really good defense modifier, so he didn't even care about that. But yeah, so if you just defend and press AB, you get a kind of like guard cancel blowback, which is kind of neat.
Yeah. So,
Useful.
yeah,
Situational.
I forget it exists. I did by accident twice against him in the demo, where I perfect guarded and then I pressed AB by accident and it kicked him away from me, got him off of me. I forgot it existed.
It happens.
Yeah.
But it definitely has value. It's good for like really janky moves or things you're not sure you can deal with.
Yeah. And yeah, PTC we did show Yoshitora.
Earlier, yeah. No, this game is really going to be mostly about normals. It's always has been. That's the way Samurai.
Okay, so
what
that's
a
lot of startup.
Yeah, it seems really bad.
Maybe just because I can't hear the sound, obviously, but I was like, was there like just a long time before the colors went dark, or like did he make a noise when he did super?
All of them.
That's a good question.
Is it chargeable? Probably.
Like the label, basically.
Yeah, you're like.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't necessarily know if Yashimaru is going to be terrible or not. I just didn't find him particularly special. Like, there was nothing about him that I felt like was like he had some cool stuff. You know what I mean? He's going to be very straightforward. I mean, his standing C looks exactly like Haomaru's standing C. He's just got a lot of good pokes. So he's just kind of like that new main character thing, and I think they designed him to be playable by anybody, you know what I mean? He's not going to be weird or anything like that.
His butts thing.
Yeah, the thing about playing footsie, like, you know, this is a footsie-based game. The problem that comes with that is that, once again, deflect is too good. So if someone just starts playing with their forward-poking buttons, they're like, I'm just going to start deflecting all your moves.
Yeah, you can
I don't care.
You can deflect C's on reaction.
That's super special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can actually see them hit C and then deflect it on reaction, and so that makes it really hard. And like I said, that's why I feel like deflects are going to be kind of dangerous, because, you know, if I bait a deflect out and I punish it, I'm just stabbing it with a A or a B, you know.
Seems pretty hard to react
That's part of
to.
the reason also why we think Nako might be good is that her kick is cancelable and kicks aren't deflectable.
Yeah.
So Image Omega, no. Yasha's air special moves do not hit overhead, while Ukyo's does. But basically, in Samurai Shodown, historically, everybody's air special moves hit overhead.
If you're airborne, it's an overhead, and that is not the case with Yasha.
So I haven't tested everybody else to see what it is, but I know for a fact Ukyo still hits overhead, Yasha's don't.
Nako hits overhead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, from what I can see so far, yeah, just Yasha got fucked. He sucks.
But it's just one of the things that makes it worse. It's also because all of his air moves are super unsafe, and most of his ground moves are pretty unsafe.
Yeah, you can't deflect specials. You cannot deflect specials. It's only just grounded attacks, as far as I know.
Slash normal.
Yeah, not kicks either.
Yeah, and then certain sweeps you can't deflect either. Like Tam Tam in 5S, he had this scimitar sweep, which was down heavy. You couldn't deflect that.
Okay.
That's neat. That's because I think because it hits low, so technically you can't. Like, I wonder if you can't deflect that.
Right.
That's 5S rules. I don't know how rules in this game work.
No, you cannot deflect jumping normals.
Yeah, it's only grounded normals, and you're gonna get hit.
Yeah.
Oof. Donk.
Oh, yeah.
What a punish.
Fed you the food.
That's his mobility option, man.
Yeah.
Just don't get deflected. The thing is,
don't get deflected. Have fun with that. You're not going to do damage. Like, it's a weird trade-off. Does the length of stun change depending on if it's light, medium, heavy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does it?
Oh, if you get deflected, or are you talking about when you deflect somebody else's?
I swing at you with a light. Do I get deflected for the same amount of time as a medium or heavy? I don't think they
it
change.
looks like medium does, but the thing is, we haven't seen anything that only works on medium and not on light.
Because the thing is, I know that you've also. Well, are you talking about?
Haomaru can get a super special move from deflecting a light.
Yeah.
And then heavy disarms.
Yeah,
so that's its own thing.
Yeah, so when you disarm a heavy, you don't really get like a free combo. It's just you got them disarmed.
Right.
Light lets you jump in as well.
Yeah, you can jump in from a light too. That's the thing, that light gives you a lot. Light gives you a lot, so we haven't noticed anything where it's like, oh, I can only do this off the medium deflect and not a light. Like, I can do it off a light too.
Yeah, I haven't found any scenarios that are very specific one to the other.
Yeah. Once again, this is why we're saying deflect is really good right now.
Yeah. No, deflecting a light should probably only be like plus 15, but
An experimental? Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you absolutely can. If you deflect a light, yeah, you're going to super special them.
Yeah, and I think deflecting anything is like plus 20 or 25.
But see, that's why I feel like you want to keep your meter, because if you ever do that, then you can burst.
Yeah.
and then you get them to spend their super duper, and they don't get that anymore. So it's a resource for a resource kind of thing.
Yes, so there's no real way to I don't think there's any way you can combo into super specials, at least not with the demo characters. I don't know.
Could you not just like be into it? Oh, it's too slow. The hit stun's too slow.
So Hal appears to have the fastest super special in the demo, and his is 17 frame startup.
Okay. Oh, you can't burst if you're unarmed, right? I mean, the thing about it is, if you're unarmed, you're kind of dead anyway. Yeah. If I was the opponent, I wouldn't be, unless it was gonna kill. I wouldn't be spending my super duper killing you anyway, because you take more chip when you have no weapons either. So I just
defend,
just A people all day.
Just defend, negate chip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. But we'll see what. I mean, hopefully they fix the input lag, so just defend will actually. I mean, also when we were playing on this, the TV we were playing also had massive display lag.
It was hard to do things.
So I couldn't just defend anything on this. It was really kind of frustrating.
Frog shenanigans. I won't miss frog shenanigans.
Yeah, my main TV in my room.
Well, that's because you had to fight Jobin all day, dude.
My main TV has like 2 frames input lag. So with the 8, it's actually really scary, but it's still manageable.
Well, I mean, we showed it earlier before. I don't know if you guys were in the chat, but the frog is really slow in this game.
We came in just
that's right. And you saw how little damage it did.
Yeah.
Whereas in Sam Show 5, it was like 40%. You're dead.
Yeah, it wasn't very much, and it's pretty reactable, it seems.
Yeah.
You see your blood pressure rise the second you you're like, I knew.
That's the thing is, like, I feel like the other Samurai Shodown games were more about like having really overpowered things, and I feel like this game doesn't have the same kind of weird, like that frog, right? I just don't feel like it has that kind of thing. Like, the risk-reward, again, is kind of skewed, in my opinion. Oh, shit.
Okay, so you just throw them. Okay, cool.
So the butt, you have to decide in the air how many you want to do. It's not that you do a butt and then do a butt and then do a butt. It's just like jump down plus whatever button, and then that decides in advance.
It's one. It's a 1 bounce, 2 bounce, or 4 bounces. Is what it is. So
that's cool.
Yeah, Eason, yes, is definitely very, very strong. But again, it's strong in a very unbalanced way because it has invincibility. It can drain 80% of your life, and if you block it, you don't get to kill them as badly. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if Eason gets blocked, they should lose their weapon or something like that, you know? And, yeah, you can only use it once, but if you can win the first, like if you get to the very last round where you basically have no reason to hold on to it anymore, you know what I mean? It's not really that bad to lose it, you know what I mean? And also, I don't feel like your rage meter is that useful. Like, weapon flipping technique is nice, but I don't feel like it's like if you don't have it, I don't feel like I'm that much more hampered, you know, when I'm playing.
Again, I think that's really character dependent.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably character dependent.
Also, it's worth noting or remembering that if you activate Rage Explosion, the timer stops.
Right.
Yeah, so if you're trying about to get timer scanned, you can stop it for a little bit. But you better hope that, say you did it on, like, last second, you better hope that you kill with whatever you're doing, or that you have more health when you end with, like, your weapon flipping technique, for example. Because remember, when you do your weapon flipping technique, your rage goes away, that means the timer continues again once you're done with it.
Cinematic ends.
Yeah.
Rage Explosion offensive practice is legit, depending. Yeah.
For a footsie game like this, you'd rather have a fast and light hitting character or a slow and heavy hitting. That's just all depend on your personality.
That's player play style.
Yeah.
I tend to prefer the heavies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is just why just depending. Like, yeah, to get max rage as fast as possible.
But that's also another thing too. Is like one of the reasons why I was kind of down on weapon flipping techniques is I felt like the rage didn't last long. But now that you mentioned that it's different per character, it might actually just depend on the character then. Because a lot of times I would get the rage and I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna wait till, and then it was gone. I was like, what the heck, you know? And so
actually, you also remind me. I think DARLI's is like 14 or 16. It's actually pretty long.
Okay. Eason is not quite full screen. It's like 60% of the screen, maybe 70%.
I thought it was literally one screen, no more.
Was it?
And that's it. Like, they jump away at full screen.
I've seen it miss.
Ooh, that's pain.
Yeah. So that might.
Ow! See, I'm almost dead.
Literally no health.
Yeah.
And it was pretty short after it started.
Yeah.
So one thing also is, the ESEN damage is based on how much rage explosion gauge you have remaining,
and how much health you have.
And health remaining is how long your gauge is to begin with.
So, for example, if you rage explosion with full health, you'll have half of a full rage explosion. Well, if you have no health, it'll be a full thing.
So that's how it affects the damage, because the less health you have when you pop it, it's longer, so it's more powerful.
Which I think
that makes sense. Yeah.
I think it caps at 800 damage, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, it seemed like 80% was the most that I was, except against obviously Nako or Wu, right?
You take the bonus damage.
The thing is, King Fossil Fur, I don't know how it works in this game. I know in previous games that not only did everyone have different amounts of rage time, they also took different amounts of damage to get angry.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case anymore because unless Just Defend is based on the original base damage and is not affected by scaling, it looks like it might be universal.
I think this might be the closest to like me and David actually playing some fights here, and
I get to see DARLI and Wu.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah, the two characters that I feel like everybody's most interested in that.
But look at that. Look how little damage that did compared to how much I took.
Well, I mean, does DARLI have a good defense modifier?
Do you think she has more health than average?
Oh, that's a good question.
She seems like a beefier one.
Yeah. So that's the hard thing, is that the middle fireball can be crouched under, right? So the bottom one is better for that, but the bottom one has more startup.
Tiger.
Yeah.
You both look like so much fun.
Oof.
Yeah, now I'm just trying to get out of there, but couldn't get away.
DARLI Jump C says no.
Yeah. Actually, I think that's Jump B. That's Jump B.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Jump C is the huge swing.
Yeah, the underscoop is B, the overscoop is C.
And dash is still autocorrect. In fact, Olaf took advantage of that against me multiple times.
Oh, look how much damage she just took!
Yeah, that's that particular range right there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh!
God, the thing
Godfoot.
missed. Yeah, the dragon foot missed.
Does this game have a chance of being a main game for next year, or
We'll see how Evo goes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if they
way too up in the air.
Yeah, and in that time, how much can this game be patched? It can be patched a lot if it turns out that
next year. You mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's so much time.
Well, I mean, the release schedule extends to like January of next year as it is, right?
Yeah. So there you see me right there throwing him after I block, and David's like, "What the hell's happening?"
Yeah, it just shows like what.
Yeah.
So I kept doing
That was a good block in the throw.
Another thing I love about this game, though, and that's why I really want a lot of people to play it, is that it's really easy to learn. It's really easy to learn. In fact, the greatest appeal of this game is you're going to spend most time learning all the system mechanics, and then learning individual characters takes like 30 minutes.
I feel like there needs to be more system mechanics in the game.
I can't believe that was a normal. I really thought that was like a fireball or something.
Which one?
Drags your face off.
Yeah.
Just scares, yeah.
Jesus.
We're listening if you guys have comments or concerns. Yashimaru sucks.
I mean, honestly, like I said, my biggest concern is that I just feel like the risk reward is a little off, and then also, like, you don't get to hit A's and B's as much, I feel like, in this game like you did in the old games. Like, I still remember in the older games when you were close up, you'd hear ping, 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 back and forth and kind of stuff.
So, case in point also, if Hao whiffs 5C and he's fighting a Hao, he can't punish with 5C.
It's hard, yeah.
Like, it's just not something you can do naturally.
Right.
It might be feasible, but it's like training mode.
No, and we all have to throw that caveat that it could just be really also the 8-frame delay.
That's true,
that could be compounding the
on the
issue.
margins there.
Yeah.
Her stand B is really good. I used it a couple of times, but it's a really far swipe that seems, it has 2 hits, it lasts for a while.
Yeah.
Seems good.
No,
yeah, for sure. We don't want, I mean, these are just early observations that I have about how I feel like it plays.
When's Bloody Roar? Who made Bloody Roar? I don't even know. Hudson? Do they exist still?
Hudson at least published it.
You know what the craziest thing about Bloody Roar 2? I don't know if anybody else has ever seen this before, but when it first showed up to UCLA, right, it was like in a beta-ish kind of form.
Beasterizer.
But it was called Beasterizer, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, Beasterizer is the original arcade release of it.
Okay.
Name.
Yeah. No, because I said that one time and someone looked at me and was like, there's no way that game was called Beasterizer. And I was like, it was definitely called Beasterizer.
Badass? Oh my god.
That sounds badass. It sounds super edgy.
It's almost as good as Revengeance.
That sounds also badass. It sounds like a kid in middle school trying to like come up with an awesome band name and he just mixes words together. My band's called Revengeance.
That's exactly how they would say it too. My band's called Vengeance.
My band's called Beasterizer.
Yeah.
I have a lot of like respect for Bloodborne for like it was a very forward-thinking game in a lot.
Yeah, I mean it was interesting, especially for a 3D game. It was the first one that had this cool like transformation mechanic.
See?
Oh, her DP thing?
Yeah.
So I was also trying to use Wu's standing A as an anti-air, which actually worked decently. If you hit it early enough, you could actually get them.
So, and then that move's chargeable?
So that's chargeable and backdash cancelable.
Yeah.
It reflects fireballs.
Oh.
And if you charge it longer, then it does a lot of damage. I mean, like up to final tap levels damage.
Neat.
But even before that, it already does good damage.
So they really wanted her to be good. Got it.
Yeah,
Someone
she seems
has
really good.
Dude, I saw the when I was playing MK, I saw someone with the username of Bipolar Bear, and I thought that was actually pretty cool.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've actually seen that player in like a forum or something.
I think that that sounds familiar to me too. Yeah.
My favorite name is Mord Fustang.
Yeah, Mord Fustang is a really good one. That's a DJ. Also, I love MVCI, so don't like look at me like that.
And also that answer to Logic about like, oh, what you really want's a 5 special. I mean, the thing is, 5S is always gonna be there. I mean, that's like with every time there's a new iteration of the game. Like, well, I like the old game. Just play the old game. And like, especially with like Sam Show, because a lot of people might not have been exposed to Sam Show to begin
That
with.
barrel drinking is
A
just
lot of people are playing
so
5S
good.
right now, even now. So if you still want to play 5S, you can play 5S. Mm-hmm. And also 2. 2 and 5S are both being played still.
Bipolar Bear was an assist character on Castle Crashers, huh?
Ah.
And it was a character in the Tick.
Oh my
okay.
god, I forgot about him.
It's like Disgruntled Goat, right? On the Itchy and Scratchy show. Disgruntled, anyways. Disgruntled Goat.
That's a good one. Incomplete. That's a good one.
That is a good one, yeah.
Top 10 reasons I procrastinate. 1.
I still like my name, Genital Jerkies.
Okay, San Diego people, you got unprotected sex and genital herpes.
No, Genital Jerkies.
Oh, okay.
God,
Don't
get
be
it right.
gross. Yeah, don't be
Don't
gross.
be
yeah.
gross.
God. Guys,
I'm not going to tell you one of my favorite usernames I've ever seen. Let's put it that
You
way.
guys
Is
are-
it like super offensive? I'm guessing it's super offensive.
It's gross.
you guys have
never
problems.
mind.
You guys all have
Well, they were talking
problems.
about fart boner up there, and yeah, to me that's about the apex.
I'm sorry, I'm like 7 years
What
old.
was
It's
Jabali's?
genius.
What was Jabali's one that he said was genius?
I couldn't
again?
even register it in my mind. It was so not good.
Also, I loved that in Borderlands 2, there was actually, he tried to classify a creature type as the boner parts.
Nice.
So,
This is what our intellectual Sam Show.
Oh look, I actually really
podcast
like Andy Diluvian a lot. There was a guy whose real name was Andrew Flood, and so he went with Andy Diluvian. That's genius.
I don't understand.
None of us understand it. We're all looking at David like he's insane.
Okay.
I feel like you're about to like
So-
make me feel dumb or something.
Yeah, antediluvian means pre-flood. That's the literal meaning of that. And so he went with Andy
Okay, so
Diluvian.
I grew up in a desert where it was either dry or
It's a really
flooded,
good
and there's
name.
no gray
I
area.
played Grappler,
It's a
so all
good
I do
name.
is when I have like the shaped holes in front of me,
All
I
right.
square the square
Playground.
playground.
Sometimes it doesn't work out.
Oh, God.
Darli Dagger's bathwater is probably impending as well.
Dude, when Charlotte got like the second highest amount of money at the auction tournament, I literally screamed, "All you guys want is just Charlotte's bathwater. Don't even lie to me."
EMP Darli's bathwater.
I feel like she controls that spot really well because her buttons are really strong.
See,
and her anti-air is
there's me.
super sick.
I'm testing out the standing A as an anti-air now, which actually, like I said, work decently sometimes.
Antediluvian I learned from playing Darkest Dungeon. Educational. They didn't have those in our schools. Along with League
I played
Files.
Magic the Gathering, and that's how I learned words. Antediluvian was not one of them.
I learned how to type from playing RuneScape.
That's how I learned bifurcate,
Okay,
like Magic the Gathering.
that makes sense.
So you run up.
She just bifurcated Woo.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, run-up throws are gonna be super good in this game. I really feel that way.
You're the best St. Cola.
Dude, I just ran from half a
You're breathtaking.
You're breathtaking.
So good.
Oh,
It doesn't do a lot of damage. Watch how much it scales.
But hey, wait, who else?
Okay, so Darli looks like she has a positive attack.
See, and then I died.
God.
That was delay.
There's so much delay.
That was delay. I could not block that.
I feel like she can jump on reaction.
Yeah, I know.
Jump
See, that's the problem. That's why I'm not sure how good she's gonna be.
No, you cannot throw tech.
Yeah, Samsho does
just
not.
hold it.
Samsho does not have throw teching.
So I actually feel like maybe they should have it, but maybe being it like ST where you just take damage.
Or like soften it.
Yeah, like MK11 as well. So you soften it, but then you don't get the combo afterwards.
I think that'd be okay. And also, that's the other thing is that even though throws scale, sometimes you do want to just do throw into weapon flip technique just to disarm them.
Okay, people don't want throw techs in Samurai Shodown.
Yeah, I don't think there's any.
I'm the kind of bastard who's gonna do throw, running B, wait, throw. So
Makes sense, yeah.
That makes me an asshole.
yeah. I mean that among other things.
I mean, there are some things that I like about this game, and some of it's that it's like unusual. I like that. I wouldn't want it to play like other games.
Because that's what you have other games for.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm just concerned about run throw. That's just all. I'm just concerned about
and
that.
parry.
Yeah, and
I'm more
deflect.
concerned about parry.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned.
Parry is the greatest fear because it just modifies the pace of the game. You know, run throw, like, you can kind of deal with it. Like, just start jumping around like an idiot. Like, if you watch the Japanese stream footage, it involves a lot of people jumping around like idiots.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? I did the wake up anti-air slash right through the spines.
Oh, okay.
They were meaty spines, and then I did wake up anti-air slash and got out of it.
Yeah. What motion is that? Is that a DP motion?
It was DP, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
like she like floats up into the sky.
which reminds me, like, so that's not even a DP motion. It's like down to back.
I really don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, because I remember looking at her command list. She doesn't have a DP.
So you can see right now when I'm playing Wu, I'm terrified to land and put any traps.
Because you know, like, oh, if he's aware of it, do it now. Yeah.
It definitely should have been that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so it's score knockdown
Yeah.
and fortify.
Ow.
Jinkies.
Ow.
Jinkies.
Oh.
So she's tower defense the character. Is get a window, fortify.
Right.
Was that how Jacko played in Guilty Gear? Where she just played punch?
Oh, trust me, Experimilk. Like I said, I was
down tower defense.
I was playing against Olaf, and I would stand there going, he's gonna run and throw me. And as soon as I saw him run, I did dodge and I got thrown because I think that was 8 frames
Dodge
again.
isn't as good as I would like it, but it doesn't mean it's awful.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like dodge might actually benefit from being a little faster startup, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Because you don't want it too good. If it's too good, it's a real problem.
Yeah.
Dodge is mostly okay.
And again, the 8 frames thing is gonna get fixed on the day 1 patch, so I'm not even worried about it.
Yeah.
It's, like I said, it's not even a complaint.
Backdash is most of the answer on wake up.
Oh, yeah, high five.
Also, hello.
Yes, high five is there.
But yeah, and then you start actually.
You can
forcing mix
backdash.
up.
Yes, you can backdash to avoid the throw as well. So Olaf was doing that. He would do jump attack, backdash. I would whiff a throw, and then he would standing see me. So yeah.
Does close dodge do get behind?
No, it does not. They do not have the swap to the other side thing in this game.
No, but if you are close enough and the opponent's normal steps far forward enough, you can actually cross through. Like if you're point blank and you dodge Hao's like running C or something, you will actually side switch.
Yeah, because you don't even have a collision box when you dodge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it turns into an overhead if you hold it.
Oh, so the charge version turns into the overhead.
Yeah.
That was me trying to do weapon flipping
And
technique.
the
and I
longer you
just
hold it, the
missed.
more she like winds up and comes down with like boom, and it's a lot of damage.
Out of curiosity, are you guys playing on pad or stick?
I played on hitbox.
I was on a stick. He was on the hitbox.
Yeah.
So, but like I said,
think you brought it.
the TV that we played on also had a bunch of input lag, display lag on there.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Just out of curiosity, what are your guys' button layouts? Because this is a game where like
Default.
Sam default.
I did A, B, C on the top and then D on the thumb button. Yeah,
That's my layout. That's the what we call the Capcom / the Unis layout.
Dude, the best.
Wait, maybe that is what I had actually.
Yeah.
That wasn't default?
No, that's not default.
I guess that's what I did too, to be honest.
Default is light, medium, and then heavy.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I did change
Is
it.
it light, medium, heavy kick? Oh,
Let's see.
I thought it was light, medium, kick, heavy.
The best thing about it is though.
Oh wait, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's light, medium, kick, heavy on. This is square. It's a box layout.
The
Right,
best thing about it though, was that when when we were at the TRF arcade in Japan, they had the little dial on there. So they had the button set up to like 6 buttons, but on the Sam Show cabinets you had a dial that could change it so that it was these buttons or this buttons or this button.
Like a physical.
Yeah, there was like a little switch on there
Like
that
they
you could
literally just
dial.
took off like a guitar amp, for example, or like an amp.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just be able to swap the buttons because they knew like,
Yeah, it
hey,
was so
this
cool.
isn't a Neo Geo cab.
That's so
but everybody
cool.
plays on different layouts. So the four common layout, or the three common layouts they had there was the style James and I played, which is ABC on the top and then D at the bottom.
Yeah.
You could also do A on the thumb, B, C, D on the ring finger.
Sure, that makes sense,
Neo Geo people. And then the what we call the newer Neo Geo, or the KOF layout, which was a square.
A square layout. Yeah, makes sense.
Which is what I play.
Right.
Where medium slash is Street Fighter like kick.
Most OG players I know play on the Neo Geo layout, which I'm not used to because I didn't play on a Neo Geo layout.
That makes sense.
So I mean, so far with the game right now, like I said, I'm.
Of course, Gibby would say that.
Of course, yeah. That makes sense.
Oh, of course.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everything is early, everything is conjecture. We have a lot of things to figure out because of the 8-frame input lag that we're seeing right now.
And potential day one patch.
And which the day one patch will fix that, right? So that'll change the way the game plays. And obviously there's a lot of things. I have my assessments of what I think is going to be pretty powerful. Look, I don't brag much. I'm usually pretty accurate when I see things that I think are going to be powerful early on.
James is pretty smart.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty good at figuring that out. I figured that out in a lot of other fighting games, and I was kind of right on most of them. So that's my normal assessment right now of how the game is going to be, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I would love to be wrong. See, this is one of those situations that I want to be wrong on these kind of things, you know what I mean? And again, for me, a lot of it just comes down to, I feel like, is the risk-reward balance in the game, right? I felt like in the old Sam Show games, everything was high risk, high reward, except for like just the stabby pokes and stuff like that. And also the fact that when you deflected, if you waited long enough, you got guaranteed damage with the A because their cancel window ended, so you could wait and then stab them back with an A. Now you can't do that because you're worried about deflect, you know, and again, if you're wrong on the deflect, you're scared to hit an A and you're scared to hit a C, because if you do get deflected, you lose your weapon and then you're dead. So as opposed to trying to do that, I'm just like hitting B's, but then if that gets deflected, I get hit by a C, and et cetera, et cetera.
And the other thing, once again, about deflect is like, okay, I did deflect. The opponent did nothing. Okay, he's gonna whiff punish me. I do deflect again. There you go. Congratulations.
Dude, me and Olaf had so many times we ran up to each other and we went, deflect, 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 deflect.
Or one time I ran at Cory, he did deflect, and I was trying to bait it, so I jumped over him. While I was in midair, he deflected, whiffed, and then punished my landing.
Yeah.
Sam Show, baby! So, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why we started running up and throwing a lot.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. That's why I think run up throws.
Rely on kicks because they're not deflectable.
Yeah.
Sometimes even YOLO DP because why not?
Yeah, and so when me and Olaf were playing Haomaru, we were just going kick.
6K is so good.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Exactly. So, yeah, I mean, obviously there's ways to get around it, but like, I mean, this is literally our experience playing the game. Like I said, I would love to be wrong. But we'll see how it goes.
And I mean, here's the thing also, in response to, is it going to get repetitive fast? Probably not. There's enough characters and enough play styles that there's still room to evolve.
The thing is, like, I miss having all the crazy systems in the game, right? So, like, I like the fact that Sam Show 2 you could duck, but you could also stay ducking for a long period of time. You had the dash rolls. You know, 5, you had the concentration to increase the damage and all these things like that. And so,
I do kind of miss concentration.
Yeah.
Give you guys an idea. Run up, elbow your opponent sitting next to you, hit him with super duper.
I respect that.
Right.
There you go. That's the combo. That's the combo.
We're doing 92 to plug their controller.
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. Well, no, I'm not saying his opinion doesn't mean something. I'm just saying that, you know, this is from our experience. We're playing the game, right? And this is kind of how it feels to us when we're playing. So,
yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Let's say we're wrong. Sweet.
That's awesome. Exactly.
We want to be wrong,
right?
But on the off chance we're not, we also want you to be prepared because this is what has been seen thus far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's it.
You have been warned is basically all we're saying. Let's see. Do you think games like Sam Show will get repetitive fast in this day and age of fighting game?
All the different characters and everything. I think this game has a lot more life in it than people think it might. You know, there's going to be enough going on, and again, when we get Rimururu when she comes out, whatever balance changes may happen, whatever tweaks may come, we should be okay.
So one of the other caveats too to add is that the particular match that me and Olaf were playing was Hao versus Hao, which could have just been a really dorky matchup, right?
I know you hate mirror matches.
Right, and I hate mirror matches, right? So if once we get all the different characters in there, things can change very drastically, right? So once we get the character differences going in there, we could end up with a lot of different things, or maybe run up throw isn't as powerful or something like that. So yeah,
and
so,
you know, once we also get more used to doing the latest possible jump in, where you're not minus as hell on block, you know, that's going to mitigate things a little bit more too.
Exactly.
So yeah, Logic. Even with that said, like even though it did feel like it was devolving into deflects and throws, I was still having so much fun. I kept playing so many games, and I can see.
What? I'm not very interested in this video game.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
I think that, well, I mean, I certainly support having different kinds of games, and I think that's great. So I don't want to have my opinion be, that's why I haven't been talking that much. I don't want my opinion to be like what everybody else should take as
you don't want to be like a wet blanket.
No, I definitely don't want to do that. I definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah. And there's games that you like that I don't.
Of course, exactly right. Yeah. For me, it's too slow. I think it seems boring, and the reliance on everything being a commitment seems like it makes for uninteresting gameplay to me. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that what that means is we need to inject it with more stupid.
I would also, that would be great.
Well, I mean, that's why I was saying I would like things to be a little more OP, right? I would like things to be a little more OP.
Against Ukyo and he'll know exactly what it's like. That character is so infuriating.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if not, we just make the game way dumber and then make tournaments run at 3 out of 5 instead.
I don't know about that.
We make the game
if it's a lot wilder.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, outside of balance, should you feel a game like this is too straightforward for mass appeal in modern times? Thing is, I feel like there are a big group of people who are like, ooh, I want the shiny, like I want the really long fancy combos. It's not. This is more for the, like, for me, I feel like Zangief players especially like this. Of like, hey, I'm not gonna do this because it's gonna be a smart idea. I'm gonna do this because it's gonna be cool if it works. I'm gonna play like it's the Brutus mindset of I want to put you in a highlight reel. That is Sam show, and I love that. It's great.
Yeah, and again, like I said, I want this game to be really, really strong. I love the tension. I love the kind of like very careful, slow play that that kind of thing. The scared, you're gonna take a bunch of damage if you make
kicks only comeback.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm mostly just worried about the risk-reward balance on things. That's all it really comes to. Because I found out that every complaint that I was having in my brain was like, wait, if they just tweak the risk-reward balance on this would actually make it much easier. Like this would make it much better. So like I said, I feel like they've already said in the chat that they're gonna listen to a lot of the feedback. They're gonna they've been already listening to a lot of the feedback from people, so I have a lot of faith, and that's why I said like we don't know what's going to happen with this game next year, because if they're patching it like during the whole entire time and continuing to address concerns that people have, it will turn out well.
The next few months can't help but be interesting.
And the day one patch is really going to change a lot of things. I feel like we really can't judge the game like.
Do we know if the day one patch is doing a lot of character changes? Like
no, more like the frame data fixes.
Yeah. That's gonna definitely change.
And
a lot.
I feel that's gonna change a lot of things because if you can react to things better, or if you can read better, that's gonna help the game a lot.
Yeah.
Once again, we just have to judge it again when the game comes out.
Yeah, if I were to play the game, I would pick a character that felt like he could do things. Like that's what I was talking about. Galford being able to maybe like throw projectiles at least,
and
or like
send dogs at Hanzo,
dogs,
stuff like that.
So, Hanzo I mentioned. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I wish.
I'm super eager for this game. I want to play this, and I really want. I want it to be awesome. You know what I mean? That's how I feel right now. And my complaints only come from that, right? It's just like, hopefully they can tweak this or other. But again, like Olaf was saying, like I said earlier, I would love to be wrong.
Yeah.
Like I want to be wrong about run throws being too good, right?
Just 1 week in the public will tell us a lot
more.
Right,
and if the frame input delay goes down to 5 frames, then run throw will probably lose a lot of its luster, right? Because I mean, literally, I was sitting there fighting Olaf, and I just wanted to test it. I purposely didn't hit any buttons because I knew that was going to make you try to run up and throw me, right? So because I just wanted to see if I could avoid it. And I sat there, and I sat there, and as soon as I saw run, I hit up, I got thrown. I dodged, I got thrown. I jabbed, I got thrown. Like every single time. And like I said, I don't think that that's a problem necessarily with the game. That might just have been the input problem, right? If that gets fixed, then I don't care about run up throw because then I'll be able to backdash it and kill you. I'll be able to dodge it and kill you. And I think that'll be all. That'll be great. My reactions do suck, that is for sure. But if I'm only looking for one thing, I usually can react to it. So, yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So,
game comes out in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. So
cool. What's the date? Do y'all know?
25th.
Cool.
Jinx.
I guess we all knew.
So literally in 2 weeks, it's the 11th today.
Yeah.
I will be playing at combo. No, CEO.
Oh, like there's a tournament there?
Yeah,
it'll be out at that point. So.
Because I mean, also, when me and Olaf were playing on a good TV. We were playing on your
TV.
Okay TV.
It has like 1 or 2 frames.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And keep in mind too, when I play Sam Show 5 Special, I don't feel like I have any of these problems.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not like it's just like I don't know how to play Sam Show. It's just like I don't feel like I ran into any of these concerns when we were playing that game. So we'll see.
Yeah, but the pacing is dramatically different.
Right. Exactly. So.
Well, yeah, throw whiff is a full second.
Yeah, you're gonna murder them if they throw whiff. So, but that's kind of why I kind of want the flex to have that kind of a lag on them too. So.
CEOs for the 28th or 30th, I think.
No.
Yeah, 20th.
Yeah,
30th.
You're the one going, not me.
Yeah, it is.
It's 3 days later. I just remember that.
That's what it is.
Actually, I'm the only person at this table not going, right?
Probably.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just bought our tickets.
Well, I'm gonna take care of some cats.
We'll make sure to take all the photos. We'll all be on the beach, shirtless.
I think David will be. I'm gonna hide in my hotel room when I'm in Daytona.
I mean, even when I'm shirtless, I still kind of have a shirt on. It's just how it works.
Well, it's either that or you're gonna be
just
reflecting.
How it works. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
You guys don't want to have
Weigh your options.
You guys don't want to do the FGC beach episode where we all have shenanigans on the beach.
I'm down to have shenanigans.
One more time.
Shenanigans.
I can do that. All right. Well, anything else to say for now?
No, I think that's about it for me. So, all right.
Sounds good. Thanks for coming upstairs, guys. I really appreciate us.
No,
I'm glad you were watching and came up because I didn't have anything to say clearly, and it was very, very helpful to have people who did.
You're a party pooper,
exactly.
and I helped you.
No, I appreciate it, man. Good of you.
I really like Samurai Shodown.
I know.
And also, one of the things that people have to remember about me, if you don't know me, right, I exaggerate everything when I say stuff. So I'll say stuff like, nobody has cross-ups in this game, which means that like 5 people have like one unique move have it. But I mean, one of my friends always told me, it was like, everything is the worst thing on the planet to you. Like, not everything can be the worst thing on the planet, but everything to me is
you
like...
still say, like, oh, there are people who like Street Fighter V. Whenever anyone says nobody likes it.
Right.
You play both sides of the
Right, yeah, exactly. That's just the thing. Everything I say is always like, dude, this is like the stupidest thing ever. Like, that sounds so familiar to you. Yeah, Woo! So there you go. There you go.
Thank you.
All right, cool.
All right, y'all. We'll put this up on the YouTubes.
All right, have a good night, and see you guys later.
Later, stream.
Oh, I don't want to do that, because that was a Banjo-Kazooie thing.
Catch you on the flippity flop.
There we go.
Uh-huh.
Peace out.
Later.
Woo!